From the campus of Fleming Island High School here in beautiful Clay County, Florida, on a gorgeous night tonight here at Randy Warren Stadium. The Rock is lit up for live football action between the Mandarin Mustangs visiting in town and your Fleming Island Golden Eagles. Good evening, everybody. This is Brian Paul. Alongside me, David Wells. And a little bit of a change up tonight. Ray Canaveri upstairs watching from on high tonight. And our good friend Janet Canaveri also on the scoreboard tonight. We welcome you to Pink Out Night here in Clay County. All the schools in the Clay County area are celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in the month of October. So the players will be decked out in some pink and in the gold uniforms tonight with those bright pink socks, a nice contrast this evening. And a wonderful opportunity for everybody to celebrate and create awareness about something that is on the minds of a lot of our friends and families right now. So David Wells been away a little bit, setting down with us, kind of doing a Screaming Eagle version of the pregame show tonight.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. How you been, man?
I've been fantastic, dude. Popping across college towns from spot to spot as much as I possibly can, getting to see a lot of the talent there. But I missed Friday Night Lights. There's nothing quite like it.
Yeah, listen, it's your absence is noted.
And I miss you too, man.
It's not the same without you. No, we actually.
I'm sure you did fine.
We did fine. We had an enjoyable experience last week at Bartram Trail, but not for the Golden Eagles though. In a shutout that they weren't pitching, it's probably one of the most difficult offensive games we've seen for them so far this season with this high-powered potential offense. And after a while, 3-0 first half, we thought Fleming Island was going to make the most of the opportunities receiving the ball to start. And, after that, it was all Bartram Trail, and Riley Trujillo found the seams and get big chunk plays, and next thing you know, it's a 17-0 final. And Fleming Island drops to 0-2 in the district. This week we look a little bit differently. A non-district contest between a very talented and seemingly well-disciplined Mandarin football team. David, what you got on some of these guys?
So Mandarin's got a couple very good players. They've got a lot of guys offered by Power 5 schools, and it's going to start off with their senior wide receiver, Jeremiah Shack. Jeremiah Shack's offers from Liberty, Arkansas State, App State, and Coastal. He's a 6'3", 191-pound perimeter receiver that has the ability to go up and get the ball. But they're probably their best player is a guy named Jamie French, a youngster, a class of 25 recruit. He's got offers from Alabama, the University of Florida, and Florida State, your alma mater.
Oh, my goodness. So it's a busy road for that guy. Some decisions to make as time goes on. So speaking of Florida State commits, last week Sam Singleton really not a factor. The show was off the air, as it were.
If there's one bad episode to take, I'm glad I missed that one.
Yeah, that Sam not really as effective, although the combination of Mustafa Marshall, Sam Singleton, and Tayshawn Smith still did manage to produce some exciting plays right now. But notable tonight for the Golden Eagles, not dressed this evening. We saw Brendan Cook in the white jersey and slides. He is not dressed to play tonight. We're also seeing that number 22, Tabari Tucker, defensive lineman, he is not dressed tonight, as well as Tyler Beverly, the very sure-handed running back, the junior. He is also in the white jersey and slides tonight. So a couple of notable players that are not going to be engaged in tonight's contest.
Well, all three will be missed, but of course Cook has got to be the biggest one on that list.
Brendan Cook's offensive production potential is one of those things. He's been one of the most reliable receivers that they have, and to not have him in the game tonight, that's going to put a lot of the onus on Trace Burney in the underneath routes for sure. But he is very good running over the middle, and once he gets in space, the talented freshman can just take off. But it's going to put a lot of pressure on Darion Dominic tonight, who we call his name, we know the potential, but yet we've not seen that unlocked. And I guess one of the most disappointing things for me last week is they ran him in a jet sweep sort of inexplicably just to get him involved in the offense, and it wasn't effective. Now, why would you run your tallest receiver in a jet sweep
it
when
seems
you can
like
get
a big
him
target, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot to tackle there.
Yeah.
He is definitely somebody you want to see be a possession receiver and also use that straight line speed. You know, somebody that has the length and potential to grab the ball out in front of him and then take it while he's on the run and go be productive. Trying to get him the ball in space is a great idea. However, if you don't have the perimeter blocking from freshman wide receivers that are $160 generous, soaking wet, then it's going to be a lot tougher to get that open space that he needs.
Exactly. Another great performance from the defense overall. I mean, giving up 17 points to Bartram Trail is no laughing matter, considering that they had blown out St. Augustine the week before. So it is going to be on the shoulders once again of Abram Wright, Jace Edward, Demir Jackson, and Joel Robinson to really step up tonight and play that solid Golden Eagle defense that we are so accustomed to seeing. But I think tonight it's a little bit more of a vindictive mentality tonight. Got to get aggressive, pin your ears back, because these Mandarin boys will run all over the place tonight if you let them.
Oh, they've got offense, defense, and special teams speed. You know, you have to highlight their dangerous return man, Kieran Jackson. He's somebody that's already taken 2 kick returns to the house so far this year. He's somebody that runs for their track team as well. He's number 9 for them, a very, very talented player. Not necessarily offered by everybody under the sun, because I don't think he could turn to save his life. But you get that guy running straight line, he is dangerous and somebody you want to avoid kicking to.
Yes, exactly. Much like in the same way that Mustafa Marshall on the other side, who's been on punt return duties. But I've noticed that last week he was a little bit tentative. He was not returning punts. He would let them bounce 5 yards in front of him, maybe field it or just let the kick team dead the ball right there. So I was surprised to see Mustafa not do the Cartavian Valentine thing and just pick up the ball and run with it.
Last year's punt returner was able to either make giant plays or just absolutely jaw-dropping mistakes on a weekly basis. You're happy to have him there, and then a little worried at the same time.
Right. So yeah, Mustafa's been a little tentative, hoping to maybe see more of a special teams push tonight. Biggest point that I have to make is the play of Sebastian Broughton. He's your leader on the field. He's your field general. And last week it just seemed like he was doing too much. He would come out of the pocket and run upfield, sort of the design quarterback runs or running away from pressure. And he did far too much dancing for most of our liking and ended up not creating the plays that he was capable of. Did have a couple of solid runs. Unfortunately, the dreaded referee's hanky came out and, much to our chagrin, backed everything up a little bit. But we didn't really see much of that in the second half, as Bartram Trail was pretty much in control at that point. Tonight's officiating crew, very pleased to make the acquaintance of referee Talmadge Ford tonight. He'll be joined by umpire Joe D'Angelo. Line judge is Turret Laidler. The other officials, Tracy Hayes, back judge Michael Thomas, and rounding out the crew, Francis Delaney tonight, joining us on the field. The coin toss will be taking place momentarily. And with that being said, let's take a quick break right here. Live from Randy Warren Stadium. Whoop. Sorry about that, folks. Technology. But we'll take a quick break right here, and live from Randy Warren Stadium, we'll be right back to the Rock with Fleming Island football live here on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Welcome back to the Screaming Eagle pregame show. I kind of like the sound of that. I think we might keep it, David.
Oh, I love it too.
Live from the Rock here at Randy Warren Stadium, Fleming Island will be receiving the opening kickoff. Mandarin has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. Star Spangled Banner will be coming up in just a minute. We will break away for that momentarily. But, Dave, it's a gorgeous night tonight. Can't ask for better weather for Friday Night Lights. Oh, my goodness. This is exciting. Well, a little bit of a change for us lineup-wise. You guys are normally used to hearing Ray on the play-by-play. We'll explain more of that right after this. The National Anthem coming up in live action 7:30 right here on Florida Sports Broadcasting. A beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by Eagle Band 1, who's going to be joined tonight by some of the middle school bands here in Clay County, and a great halftime show planned for us here at The Rock. Welcome back with you to Florida Sports Broadcasting's live coverage of Fleming Island Golden Eagle football. Brian Paul alongside David Wells tonight on the lead call, and we are excited to bring you another edition of football on Friday night here in Clay County. Mandarin won the coin toss. They will kick, and Sebastian Broughton and crew will start out first.
We got a quick shout out to the Golden Eagle captains. We got Hofstetter, Thompson, Zaray, and Williams, captains for tonight's game for the Golden Eagles.
Leadership is going to be very important tonight. I'm looking for the play of Sebastian Broughton to be that field general, to be the leader that we need him to be tonight and make those good decisions. So we will see what he does against adversity, but in front of a home crowd now. The road stretch has been kind of long for the Golden Eagles, roughly split half and half. We lose the Lake Minneola game, and here come the Golden Eagles right now. But we're glad to be back at home.
And they look excited. They look pumped. There's some juice in the field still. You know, the kids got pink socks on, but, you know, they're ready to rock.
Absolutely. I've got my pink on, too.
I do, too. I got a little bit. I made sure I was prepared. It's a pink out here tonight.
The pearls for the pink tonight. Loving it. And here come the Mandarin Mustangs. They're fired up tonight, too. This is going to be one heck of a ball game. If you're not here at The Rock, we've got you covered right here on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Tell a friend, floridasportsbroadcasting.com, or you can find us on YouTube. Also want to shout out Jack Burnett on the sidelines, handling some of the social media on the Instagram end of things tonight. You can find us on Instagram at Florida Sports Broadcasting. Also find us on Twitter at B2Florida.
Always nice to have Jack bouncing around. He's got a good presence there on the sideline for Florida Sports.
Got to keep the kid working.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. Going to be following a couple of the games around the North Florida area, including a major clash tonight in St. Johns County as Creekside is on the road at Bartram Trail. That game is massive in the district.
Be ready for first downs, please. Be ready for first downs.
Other games going on this week, we're going to have Riverside versus Andrew Jackson, Nice versus Flagler, Ponte Vedra versus Trinity Catholic, Terry Parker First Coast, Fletcher Inglewood, Westside versus Baldwin, amongst other great matchups tonight.
Also caught a glimpse of Duval Charter this afternoon as I was picking up the little one, so she's not interested in this football thing.
Oh, jeez.
Comes from a football family, she's not interested in it. Oh, well, can't win them all. We'll see you guys at WasabiCon this weekend at the Prime Oxford Convention Center. Mandarin to kick off to start moving from left to right on your broadcast as you're watching us today. And number 31, Rayshard Hoover, is set to kick, the junior.
A little wrinkle, Sam Singleton's back in a good spot for reverses. He's not normally on this unit, but nice to see him contributing on special teams as well as being a senior leader.
Mustafa Marshall deep at his own 5 and creeping up a little bit. And we're ready to put toe to leather. Right now, kick goes away. Nice high end-over-end kick. It'll take a bounce. Mustafa will think about it, and then Singleton will pick it up. He's going to cross the 10-yard line, get up to the 20, crossing and tackled just shy of the. And that is Caleb Singleton, actually. Didn't see the number 1 there. For instance, Caleb Singleton on the return.
You saw a flash, and
I saw a flash.
Singleton.
You never can tell.
Now you got double the chances of being right. So
yeah, exactly.
You might as well take him.
He's going to get stopped at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10s where the Golden Eagles will get started.
Now you wonder if they're going to put in some new wrinkles on offense after getting up a goose egg last week.
They need to, because it's very important that they establish the line of scrimmage tonight.
So we got Dakota Rowe playing tight end. We're going to have our 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And a little problem with the pink socks at first, but we'll see how it goes later.
Got to be dressed appropriately. Sebastian Broughton is going to get in the pistol formation with Singleton right behind him. Here's the snap, the give to Singleton over the middle. Crosses midfield. Here we go to the 40. Across midfield to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. Sam Singleton has already started with an explosion. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
C's open there. He runs through a great hole. I think that the interior offensive line got some push early, really got the hog mollies moving. Great job by the Fleming Island offensive line. Obviously the speed from Sam.
In plus territory, 1st and 10 to the 30-yard line, and the Golden Eagles will go no huddle with 3 wide receivers. 2 to the right of Broughton in the pistol formation. Broughton takes the snap, gives to Singleton again, running over the middle. This time they plug the jug and will stop him short after about a 2-yard gain. Gets down to the 28-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
See if they push the tempo here a little bit. They got him on their heels. They try to do that just there, run the same play twice in a row.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. So now they kind of come up to the line a little slower than they did last time. They'll stay in that shotgun formation with Singleton sidecar to Broughton's right. 3 wide receivers.
No safety deep.
Here's a snap. He's going to give, and Singleton will take the ball, runs into a lineman. He'll get snagged right at the line of scrimmage. He did not gain a yard. And to bring up 3rd down and about 8-yard line from the 28.
So when you run handoffs off normal boxes, there's still going to be 1 unblocked defender. When you run handoffs off a loaded box, meaning you bring that second safety in, then there's 2 unblocked defenders, and it's very difficult to run against. But it's a double-edged sword. There's nobody deep.
Broughton gets the play from the sidelines. 3 wide receivers. They'll stay in that pistol formation. Singleton dotting the I. 3rd down and 8 on the 28-yard line. Broughton gets the snap, the give to Singleton. He will hang on to it, and Singleton will run upfield. He'll get just short of the 1st down. We'll have to check the spot. He's just shy of the 20-yard line, and we'll get the official marking right here, but another good solid run to move downfield, and it looks like I'm seeing a 4th down signal. It's 4th and short, and it's decision time for Coach Damian Springs, and here come the big ones. Do I detect?
Is it happening?
Do I detect the debut of the Screaming Eagle on 4th and short? They need to get to the 20-yard line.
Jace Edwards at quarterback.
In the Wildcat formation, number 7, Jace Edwards. Here comes big number 72, Kevin Reyes, to add to the beef up front. Here's the snap, Wildcat. He's going to come across right tackle. He's going to get stopped right there for a loss, and Mandarin holds. And that'll bring up 1st down and 10.
That was senior linebacker number 8, Carmelo Murphy for Mandarin. That was a very good play to jump the snap count 1, get into the backfield and bend. He was able to get probably an arm's length away from the ground, get to the hip level of Jace Edwards and take him down to the ground with a little bit of force. So impressive play by him, but bring back the Screaming Eagle. We miss it.
Exactly. So the drive stalls and they'll turn over on downs. 1st and 10, Mandarin. They'll mark it just about the 22-yard line.
Eagles rolling with the 3-4 this week.
They made that adjustment last season. We'll see if that plays here. Here's a snap. Give, pass over the top, and that's going to be complete. for a first down. That's going to be about a 14-yard gain.
That is number 9, Kieran Jackson for the Mustangs.
First down, they mark it at the 39-yard line of Mandarin. Quarterback Tremel Jones.
Now, Tremel Jones does have some offers himself. He's offered by FSU to play quarterback, so he's somebody to watch out for in this game.
3 wide receivers, fakes the handoff, and that's going to fall harmlessly to the turf. Jamie French, his intended receiver on the play. Second down, that one was a quick pull-up and a fire, and French was not ready for that.
Now, to play quarterback is a rough recruiting term. You know, you're going to offer some kid as a quarterback, but with his wheels, you know that he can play multiple positions.
Jones will line up with a sidecar to his right, trips to his right on 2nd and 10. Golden Eagles show blitz. They pick it up. He'll run over the middle. That is going to scamper. He's going to get a first down and more, and he's going to cross the 40-yard line, just get shy of the 35. They're going to call it about the 37-yard line, and a great carry by Deshard Westcott, the junior.
You know, this game's going to really depend on the 2 edge rushers for Fleming Island. You know, we talk about them all year long, but particularly with this one, you have speed sweeps on the edge and a quarterback that can run. So containment and figuring out how to get these 2 speedsters on the ground is most important for those 2.
Mandarin goes to the line with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right of Jones. First down at the 38. Here's your snap. You'll fake the handoff, throwing over the middle. That ball is tipped and incomplete, and looks like Tyler Williams got his hand on it, the linebacker.
You know, Tyler Williams has been the starter this year. He's been playing great in the interior portion of the defense. The Fleming defense has always been great, but this year they really got to step up after a couple sputters from the offense. And they seem like they're ready to do so tonight.
Second down and 10 from the 38-yard line of Fleming Island. Mandarin getting the play from the sidelines right now. Looks like they will stay in shotgun with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left of the formation. Jones in shotgun to the sidecar to the right. He'll take the snap, give, and they'll run over left tackle. There's a flag on the play. This is going to be a first down, but it's likely to come back. Tyant Weish looks like he was on the carry there.
All right, we're going to get a hold on the offense and move him back. It'll be about 2nd and 20, I believe.
At 2nd and 20, they'll mark that back to the 48-yard line of Fleming Island.
Those are drive killers right there, especially for an offense that struggles to throw the ball down the field. It's something that Fleming Island can use to pin their ears back and really go after the quarterback.
Actually, this looks like they marked that the holding was downfield, so they're going to mark that at the 43-yard line. Make it 2nd and 15.
You were correct. They're moving it back even farther.
I thought my math was right on this.
You were right. You were right.
Unless the hold was downfield. Pretty sure that was from the previous.
The 5th down a couple of weeks
We've
ago?
seen, yeah.
I looked at the replay. That was it.
That was a 5th down. I was right. Trips to the right of Jones, the sophomore in shotgun. Fleming Island showing blitz. And they will cross the line of scrimmage.
Boys.
Apparently they showed a little too much blitz on that one, and that'll give him 5. Make it 2nd and 15 after all.
Now, Fleming Island is a well-coached team. You know, they won the 2018 state championship. They are mostly intact as a coaching staff, which is quite surprising. And I really think that this team is going to come back and be quite successful. Their former quarterback right now is enrolled at Georgia and is the backup to Stetson Bennett. 2nd
down and 15 now. 3 wide receivers for Jones. He's in the shotgun. He'll clap once, get a play from the sidelines. Fleming Island not showing the same pressure. They will stay in their base defense right now. Jones will move his running back into the pistol formation. And he'll take the snap, looking, throws into the flat to his receiver. That's caught. Swarm tackling by the Golden Eagles. They'll get to the original line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd down and 10.
That was a really good throw for a swing pass. It led that running back right where he needed to go. No adjustments had to be made, catching the ball at full speed. So stealing yards on 2nd and long to get yourself into a 3rd and a little bit more manageable.
Weiss with a good job on that play, using those hands. 3rd down and long. Trips to the left, nobody to the right of Jones, in shotgun. Fleming Island hanging on to their 3-4 defense right now. Significant cushion with some safety help. 7:30 approaching and counting here in the first quarter. Take a snap, a little bit high, rolling over, and that's going to go right by his receiver. I'm not sure if he wanted to throw that or not. Number 2, Jamie French, and a late flag comes in on that one.
A very poor call here. It's going to be illegal contact, potentially pass interference on Joel Robinson. Joel was lined up as a pass rusher and dropped into coverage, bumped into the tight end, which he has a right to do if he's also looking at the ball.
Get the call here.
Pass interference. Defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
And that'll bring up 1st and 10.
I really do try to call these down the middle there, but that was a drop into the proper zone, saw where he was supposed to be, turned and looked for the football. There happens to be a collision, but he has a right to the football as well.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. He moves the ball up to the 22-yard line. Mandarin's first trip in plus territory just outside the red zone. Jones in shotgun with 3 to his left.
First down Mandarin into 22.
Pressure from Fleming Island. They're going to come around. He's got to scramble up the pocket. Good swarming defense. He gets across the 20-yard line to maybe about the 19.
20-yard line.
2.5 yards on that play. Great pursuit by the Golden Eagle defense.
And big number 76, Matthews, landed on you. That can't be fun.
Not at all. In the NFL, that would have been roughing the passer.
Oh, gee, you see the Brady thing last week?
Sure did.
Oh.
Second down. We'll call it about 2nd down and 8. First quarter moving around pretty quickly as we approach the 7-minute mark.
Now, bottom of your screen, number 2, it's Jamie French. He is a stud player committed with offers from Bama and Florida.
The give over to the right side, and he is not going to make it to the line of scrimmage. Weish has returned to sender and a 2-yard loss. That's 3rd down and 10 from the 22.
Very interested to see the matchup between him and Caleb Singleton tonight.
Caleb Singleton playing lights out on that shutdown corner spot. 3rd and long again for Mandarin. Fleming Island playing lockdown just outside their 20-yard line. Trips to the left. Jones takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's got a open receiver somewhere downfield, can't find it. He's going to get forced to the boundary. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
I think he was confused where the first down line was. He ran to the wrong pylon.
I think he saw an orange cone and decided to head in that direction. That's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like Mandarin will bring on the kick team.
I don't think he was going to make it either way, but he rounded that thing off a good 2 or 3 yards short of what he could have gotten.
Absolutely. So the late decision doesn't quite pay off, but again, 4th down now. They'll mark it just about the 22-yard line. This is looking to be about a 40-yard field goal. Here's the snap. Kick is up. That got blocked at the line of scrimmage, and Fleming Island's going to recover it in the air. And that's going to be a 1st down regardless for the Golden Eagles. They're going to advance the ball to the 30-yard line, and special teams comes out to play tonight. And they turn the ball over.
Oh, he got so excited when he caught that punt. Instead of running to the outside where there's nobody going to be there, he just decided to run right back into the middle of the field goal unit. He didn't know what to do. I'm just going to run straight ahead.
He sure did. We're going to get to the mandatory hydration break here. And with 6:06 left to go here in the first quarter, no score from The Rock. You're watching Fleming Island football on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is the place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you.
Back here at the Rock, Fleming Island coming off the blocked field goal. It's 1st down, Golden Eagles at their own 30-yard line. No score here in the first quarter. Brian Paul alongside David Wells are happy to have you here with us tonight. Here's the snap. Singleton's going to go over the middle, found him a hole again. Scampers shouldn't have retreated on that one, but then again, they'll mark his forward progress at the 35-yard line to make it 2nd and 5. And boy, I wish he wouldn't do the backup thing on that one and just keep plowing ahead.
He's trying to dance, man. He's trying to create any kind of offense that he can because the Eagles are not seeming to be able to throw the ball down the field, despite Mandarin presenting a look that would suggest otherwise.
2nd and 5 and a stoppage of play here. Good solid 5-yard gain to start the drive. Ball sitting at the Fleming Island 35-yard line. If you've just joined us right now, each team has had a possession. Fleming Island had a turnover on downs with a great stop by the Mustang defense. Mandarin went down inside the 20-yard line and had a field goal blocked by the Eagles, and now here we are. 2nd down and 5 with 5:40 to go in the first. Glad you're joining us tonight on FloridaSportsBroadcasting.com or on our YouTube channel. Tell your friends. This is your home for Golden Eagle Athletics. Sebastian Broughton will get in the pistol formation with 3 wide receivers. 2nd and 5. Takes the snap. It will give to Singleton over right tackle. He might get a yard, and then the pile pushes forward, and the big guys do their thing. They're going to spot him just shy of the 40-yard line.
Now would be a very good time for some cadence because they're jumped the last 2 plays by a good bit. In fact, they've blitzed the last 2 plays and have gotten the snap count over the Golden Eagles. So they're a little too aggressive here with anticipating the count.
3rd down and a segment of the football, we'll call it. 3rd down in millimeters at this point because that ball is right on the 40-yard line, and I'm surprised they didn't move it. And now they're going to say that this is a 1st and 10, so a late decision by the officials. 1st and 10. Broughton will fake, give. Singleton runs over the middle. Nice tackle right in the center of the formation. That was a great job by number 35, Israel Ratliff, on the tackle, and Singleton otherwise would have been gone to the house. A 6-yard gain on that for 2nd down. Again, Fleming Island will stay in that no huddle.
This would be a great time to get Bernie involved. I just think that he's got enough speed to win, and even though he's playing against a very high-quality opponent, he's got the ability to win.
Bernie and Dominic will go to the right of Sebastian Broughton. Here's the snap they'll give. Tayshawn Smith will dance. He will get just about to the 48-yard line, probably the 47-yard line. He will be 3rd down and 2. Trace Burney, a great possession receiver. He can definitely get those first downs if you need to, and the Golden Eagles are driving. Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Again, no score.
Sebastian seems like he's have a good bit of influence here on who's in and out of the huddle, but they got to get drives together by calling good plays. It seems very predictable. Runs up the middle, run to the left, run to the right. Pull Sam Singleton. I'm pretty confident here you're going to play action.
Ball to the 48. High snap. Gives to Smith, and then he gets across midfield. Four more runs. Gets across to the opposing 48-yard line. That's good enough for a Golden Eagle 1st down. Tayshawn Smith spelling Sam Singleton for a little while.
A smaller running back, but still has a little bit of power to him. It's nice to see that they have that change of pace. Would like to see some Mustafa Marshall in here, right?
He is dressed tonight. Bernie and Dominic will go to the right of the formation. Broughton in the pistol. Smith behind him. He will fake. Then he will call his own number. Broughton's going to shake and bake, get about 3 yards, bounce out a couple more. He'll get about 6 to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it about 3.
It is Carmel Murphy again on the tackle there for Mandarin. A couple times we've been calling his name. He's very involved in the middle of that defense.
Fleming Island so far sustaining a drive. They did not do much of that last week at Bartram Trail. Possession was in the favor of the Bears. This week the Golden Eagles have flipped that around. Dominic, the lone receiver to the right of the formation. Broughton in the pistol. And he'll take the snap. Swing it outside to Bernie. Bernie has got a 1st down and a little more. He's going to get across to about the 30-yard line. That will be enough for a Golden Eagle 1st down. Trace Bernie with a great reception.
Actually, an RPO. They had the option just to hand the ball off there or to flip your hips quickly and throw to the slot. You saw both corners bail out, and Sebastian Broughton made a really good decision for a high percentage play.
That's the first time we've seen the RPO thrown, and I like what I've seen. Dominic will go out to the right. Bernie will be wide to the left of the formation. Singleton back in at running back. He's sidecar to the left. Broughton takes a snap, will give to Singleton. He runs over right tackle, finds a little bit of a hole, dances for about 5 yards, and another solid run. And that's one thing we like about Sam Singleton, a couple of yards in a cloud of dust, and the next thing you know, he's 70 yards downfield in the back of the end zone, still running to Tallahassee.
Oh, yeah. You would call out Michael Zaray there, the pulling guard, able to get out in front and make a play on the perimeter there for Sam to come back.
Spotted of about a 6-yard gain right now. 2nd down, and we'll call it 4. From the right hash mark, 3 wide receivers in the game, 2 spread out wide to the left of the formation. Singleton in the pistol with Broughton. Sebastian takes the snap, gives to Singleton and fakes it, and then Dakota Rowe makes a great catch. He's going to go all the way to the house. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Dakota Rowe coming out of the flat, and the tight end scores the opening touchdown.
So our apologies, folks. This is going to be a holding call on Darian Dominic here on the outside. This one appears to be coming back.
All of that energy. Broughton will take the snap with 3 wide receivers. Deep drop. He's going to step up into the pocket, throw wide open. Trace Burney is going to get a completion. He's going to cross the first down marker. That's first down inside the 10-yard line, prop the 5, and that's going to be first and goal, Golden Eagles.
It's a good move by Burney there in space. He runs a corner out and shakes his man from the line of scrimmage. I believe he falls down, actually, and as they continue to move, Burney opens up into space, makes one more guy shake after the play, and gets down inside the 10-yard line.
We apologize for some technical difficulties here, but we are currently live. We'll get the camera situated in a minute as we had a brief interruption. Broughton's going to take a snap. Singleton's going to go over the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone. No, they're going to call him short.
Touchdown.
And now we see a single. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. The Sam Singleton Show finally strikes on a Friday night.
So on that play, Sam Singleton's getting the ball to the left side. He breaks off one tackle early in the line of scrimmage, and there's a great push by the left side of that offensive line, and Timmy Lawrence getting over the top there. So the driving legs of Sam Singleton, the pushing power of the Eagles offensive line, and getting into the end zone. Fantastic
I hear the
play.
tomahawk chop, by the way.
Oh, of course you do. I'm going to be there this weekend.
I wish I were, man. The extra point is up, and the line drive base hit right down the middle. It's good.
There we go, Eagles. Good start.
We'll take that all day long. So with 47 seconds to go in the first quarter, your score, Fleming Island 7, Mandarin nothing. We'll take a quick timeout right here from The Rock and get back to it. And we appreciate you tuning in to Fleming Island Athletics on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Back out of The Rock. Welcome back. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties there, but we're back and rolling here. There's only so much you can do with the internet these days. Brian Paul alongside David Wells, and we're back here. Fleming Island up 7-0 right now on a Sam Singleton touchdown from inside the 5-yard line.
From the 40-yard line.
Parker Surdevin.
Yeah. Parker Surdevin will come out to kick. Yes.
There it is.
That one I know phonetically. Surdevin's kick is away. Received just inside, and they fake the reverse. That doesn't go, and Fleming Island in good pursuit. They will knock him down at right about the 32-yard line, and that's where Mandarin will take over first and 10. We're happy you're joining us tonight on Friday Night Lights here at The Rock. It's officially Pink Out Night in celebration and observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And the crowd, especially the student section, is showed out in pink. You yourself have some beads. I came with a much lighter note, but you know it's always festive when it's BP.
Yes. And again, we appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll get back on track here. First and 10 for Mandarin from the 32-yard line. Jones comes out in the shotgun formation with a receiver in motion. Here's the snap. They'll fake the give. He'll step up. Pressure came into the backfield. Jones is going to step up into the pocket and run for about 5, maybe 6 yards and save what likely could have been a sack.
So there is the reason for this ever so slight preference of Williams over Whidden as far as the inside linebackers go, because Whidden, he's a great run stopper. He's strong, physical. He's probably got a good 20 pounds on Williams. However, Williams can make that play in space, and I don't know if Whidden can.
Now, Walker Whidden, very talented, but couldn't quite keep up there. Here's the snap on second down. Give right over the middle. He'll get 3-4 yards there. Crosses the 40-yard line to about the 41.
And a good tackle right there on the interior by Walker Whidden. So he's got his pluses. He's got his place on this team for sure.
Absolutely. No, very good on the interior side of things. 3rd down and 1 for Mandarin.
Third down and 1.
Mandarin so far has been able to move the ball on Fleming Island, but was unsuccessful, and we have a stoppage of play right here for the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first.
So, after one here on Friday night from Randy Warren Stadium, Fleming Island 7, Mandarin nothing. Mandarin will start the second quarter from just around the 41-yard line, and we'll keep it right here for a second. So, Dave, your impressions of the first quarter so far?
Well, running the ball. They really tried to take the ball out of Sebastian Broughton's hands for a good portion of it. We're lucky that pass to Bernie was so successful. But other than that, they have been trying to pound the rock in between the tackles all game long.
I really like what they did with Dakota Rowe on the outside. That was a very slick pass, very slick play. It's a shame that it got called back on holding, but
Something to revisit.
Yeah, something because that was there. So I like it. And then running RPO for the first time, which was amazing. So
just giving him the options, being able to not only throw on the perimeter but also run in between the tackles. It's something that's going to really let the Golden Eagle offense become a bit more variant as the season goes along.
Absolutely. So Mandarin will take off 3rd and 1 here on the 41-yard line on their side of the 50. And the second quarter will get underway. Jones will come out with 2 wide receivers to his right.
Third down and 1 to start the second quarter.
3rd and 1 in the pistol. Here's a snap. Jones gives it pressure in the backfield, and the jailbreak was there. The Golden Eagles put him to the turf. That's going to be about a 7 or 8 yard loss. Brings up 4th down and a great stop.
Great blitzing timing there by Joel Robinson. He came from the 3rd level. He played a little bit of safety this year, not a whole lot, but comes from that 3rd level with some space and timing to get there right at the snap of the ball and is in the backfield before you can blink.
Looks like Logan Yadzdia, I'm hopefully pronouncing that right.
Be ready for first down.
Mustafa Marshall.
Mustafa Marshall very close.
Punts away, great kick, nice high spiral. Marshall's going to let that sail over his head, and this is going to roll all the way into the end zone. No, they are going to mark that as a touchback. Mustafa Marshall, again, playing with fire.
Yeah, he was only 20 yards deep from the line of scrimmage. Like, the punt's going to go farther than 20 yards. It went right over his head.
No attempt to field that play with 11-12 to go here in the first
If I were coaching
quarter.
guys, it's heels on the 10-yard line. If it goes past you, it goes past you. There's nothing you can do. But you still got to be able to make a play on the ball and save your team some field position.
Absolutely. Well, nonetheless, the ball does cross the plane of the goal line, and Fleming Island will get started here at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, with a 7-0 lead right now. We're happy you're joining us tonight here on FloridaSportsBroadcasting.com. Brian Paul alongside David Wells tonight on the call. Sebastian Broughton with 3 wide receivers and Sam Singleton to his right. He'll give, they'll run over left tackle. Singleton will get about 3 yards, 2.5 on that play, bring up 2nd and 8. And they have been feeding the beast all night long.
It looks like the Fleming Island Mustangs have brought in 2 offensive players in to play defensive line, 2 of their bigger tackles, including number 75, Josh Edwards.
2nd down and 8.
Mandarin does have quite the set of athletes that can play both sides of the ball, so it's basically insert athlete here and execute. Fleming Island also prone to doing the same thing. They'll stay in shotgun formation. And that looks like Davian Boykin was moving across the formation, being shuttled around by Sebastian Broughton. Singleton and sidecar to the right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, swing pass to Darian Dominic in space, and he ends up getting hit for a loss of about 2 yards. Trying to run a slip screen, and it did not work.
So a tunnel screen away from the boundary, it's just when you're throwing it away from the boundary, everything's so far spread out, and your offensive linemen don't have the chance to get downfield because the play's 10 yards to their right or 10 yards to their left. You're running it away from where they were actually playing. It's tough to ask your offensive line, especially guys as big as Timmy Lawrence, to get out in space like that.
3rd down and about 8 from the 18-yard line. Broughton gets the snap. Drops back, deep drop. He's got to get out of trouble. Throws it to a wide open receiver. Singleton was open in the flat. He's got a 1st down. Great use of the running back. Here he goes. He's got speed across to the 40, to the 35. Down to about the 33-yard line. Sam Singleton with a slam bang play. Here we go.
And you can hear the running backs coaches from above us yell, running back, running back, running back. He was wide open on that side of the field. And good job by Sebastian to survive and advance. He survived in that pocket long enough to check it down to the running back.
Absolutely unaccounted for, and Sam Singleton gets a huge gain from the passing side of the ball. It's first down from the 31-yard line here.
Great block by Darian in that time, redeeming himself for that holding call. He got one in space.
Absolutely. Broughton in the shotgun. He'll have two wide receivers to his right. Darian Dominic will be on the far side. Broughton takes a snap. He'll give over the middle. That's going to be hit and immediately
we're calling his name all night. Carmelo Murphy laid the wood on that one.
Ugh.
That middle linebacker for the Mustangs is bringing some heat tonight.
Did get about 2 yards before he was rudely pushed back. Fleming Island driving here across the 30-yard line. They're down to the 29.
They are willing to play mano-a-mano on the outside. These receivers are going to be single covered all night long.
Kevin Reyes coming out, and Dakota Rowe will replace him. He'll line up on the, and we got a timeout here. Looks like Coach Springs didn't see what he liked alignment-wise. We'll timeout on the field.
A great first quarter so far, second quarter. Great job, Golden Eagles. This is a good result for you. You're taking care of the clock. You're playing good defense. There's no atrocious penalties that are adding on top of each other. You got bailed out with that in the first quarter. But you're driving so far, making it down inside the 30-yard line. Let's see how they finish this drive.
Not quite halfway through the second quarter here, and this is the best that Fleming Island has looked since the Oakleaf loss, to be honest. They've looked phenomenal on offense, been able to move the ball, with the exception of the turnover on downs. This has been a pretty crisp performance.
Absolutely, I think so. This is a Coach Springs kind of ball game. Low scoring, good defense, run the ball.
Absolutely, run it and keep running it and run it until they can't stop you no more. And at that point, run up the score. Fleming Island desperately needing a win after two pretty devastating losses in district play. Although this doesn't go into the district standings, for your psyche, it means a lot, especially after the lag from Hurricane Ian. Trips to the right of Broughton right now, second down and 8. He lines up in the pistol formation. Takes a snap, fakes the give, pump fake. Rowe was open in the flat. Broughton's going to run out of pressure and get across the 25-yard line. They're going to step out of bounds, probably about 2.5 yards short of the first down mark. It'll bring up third and very manageable for the Golden Eagles. So call it about 3rd and 3.
A little gun shy there, didn't want to pull the trigger. Pulls it down and tries to get what he can with his legs. Still creates a 3rd and manageable. You know, you want to see receivers separate a little bit more for him, at least make him feel a little bit more comfortable about making those throws. But when he does get to the next level, he's going to have to be able to fit it in those tight windows.
Coming up on about 8 minutes to go in your half. Broughton tightens up the formation. 3 wide. Takes the snap. Give, rides that out. And Smith goes over the middle and doesn't get anything on that play. Broughton probably should have taken that himself, but it'll bring up 4th down, and we'll call it about 4 yards to go. Ball spotted just across the 25-yard line. It's decision time for Coach Springs. Will he stay on the field, or will they go ahead? And Sam Singleton's coming onto the field.
I
They're
think
up to something.
You're a little bit in the dead zone right here. You're not far enough that you even consider punting it, but I don't think you're within the field goal range of your kicker, so you have to go for this.
They will spot at 4th and 3, and they're going to go. Broughton steps back, looks, steps up into the pocket, rolls outside. He's got a man wide open. Singleton overthrows him, and that's going to be first down. Mandarin, the right read, but not the right throw. And
it's really hard to miss Sam Singleton with a hand up in the air, running down the left sideline. Oh, my gosh, throw me the ball. How did you not cover the best player on the field?
But Broughton didn't exactly set his feet. He had a chance to maybe set his feet and throw that one. Now, if he's throwing to Darian Dominic, it's a different story. But nonetheless, with about 7.5 minutes to go here in the half, the Eagles turn the ball over, still have a 7-point lead, and their defense has been leading the charge so far, but they need to keep that going, as Mandarin has been able to successfully move the ball.
Well, the Eagles play aggressively, and if they're going to get a big punch there for a first down, potentially touchdown, they're going to take it.
Ball sitting on the 29-yard line. Jones in at quarterback. Lines up with 3 wide receivers and a sidecar to his right. Takes the snap, fakes the give, and they're going to ride that out, and that's going to be a give and a great tackle. Is that who I thought it was? I believe so.
That's number 8.
That is number 8, Demir Jackson. I thought I saw him come like a cannon.
I couldn't tell whether it was 8 or 9, but they're flying through there. There's a lot of speed on that front 7 for the Eagles.
Demir Jackson come flying out for the 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 right now. A great tackle. It's good to call Demir Jackson's name again. Jones with 3 wide, sidecar to his right.
Yes, you're wearing helmets.
Fleming Island showing a little bit of pressure. They'll go to the sidelines and get the call. Jace Edwards on the outside here.
Nobody deep for the Eagles. Looks like they're going to bring a little bit of pressure.
Linebackers will back off. Here's the snap, bad snap, but they finally get it to him, and then the tackle made. Great job. Still adding pressure there. He was actually initially stopped by number 23, Tyler Williams, grabbed him by the ankles and slowed him down, and the rest of the Golden Eagle D took care of it. Another 4-yard loss or so, followed about 3rd and 14 now.
If you can't make the tackle, make an impact. Figure out a way to slow him down, and then they're going to gang tackle in relief for you.
That's all you can do at that point. The Mustangs are moving backwards right now. It's exactly what the Golden Eagles want. 3 wide to the left of Jones. Go to the sidelines. Clock winding down to about the 6-minute mark here. And we have a stoppage of play. There is a flag. And I believe the FAR official here on our side of the field is going to call a sideline warning on Mandarin.
Quick shout out to
Fleming Island, I'm sorry. So that is a warning on Fleming Island.
Sideline warning goes out to the Golden Eagle bench.
Quick shout out to Khalil Matthews, the interior presence on that defensive line. He's been playing very well all year long, and now he's making an impact here against a smaller unit up front.
3rd and long for Mandarin. 3 wide, takes a snap. He steps up into the pocket, rolls, swings it out to the side. That's going to get caught, but the Golden Eagles are going to make a great tackle. And I couldn't see who that was. Yes, that was actually number 23, Deshard Westcott, the junior running back, coming out of the flat to make that catch. But it brings up a 4th down and about 7, and Mandarin will be forced to punt.
We got some Mustafa Marshall back there. He's got the proper depth now. He's going to get a really good opportunity to return this kick.
Logan Yatzdia in punt formation for the Mustangs. Mustafa Marshall sits at about his 25-yard line.
Golden Eagles in punt safe.
Not coming after this punt. Great punt. It's going to bounce. Mustafa's going to watch this one wisely as it bounces about 10 yards in front of him. Mandarin will down this one. Looks like they're going to get it right about the 16-yard line, and that's where the Golden Eagles will take over. With that being said, we'll take a quick timeout. Your score, Fleming Island 7, Mandarin nothing, with about 4:54 left to go in the first half. You're watching Fleming Island Golden Eagle football on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Back here at the Rock, Randy Warren Stadium on Pink Out night. Fleming Island with a 7-point lead. We're glad you're joining us here on Florida Sports Broadcasting. BP along with David Wells on the call. And Sebastian Broughton will line up with 4 wide receivers, actually 3 wide receivers. He'll give it to Sam Singleton over the middle. Nice hole, and here he goes. Good night. Just go ahead and call it a touchdown, kids, because this is not going to go back anywhere. 3, 2, 1. Start the war chant. It's the touchdown to the Sam Singleton Show on Friday night. I don't know what else you can call that. That's it. Goodbye.
Great job, Sam.
What a run.
100-meter sprinter, got himself a good rep of a 90-yard touchdown.
The 5-star commit to Florida State University. Mike Norvell, if you're watching that one, that is what you've inherited. 13-0 Fleming Island with the extra point coming out of the hole of Dakota Row.
Pretty big win in recruiting.
I think so.
You got on him early. He produces his senior year. He's going to roll in as a freshman to do things like that. That's fantastic.
Unbelievable run, and that's what we expect from Sam Singleton. Out of the hole of Dakota Row, we'll get the extra point here. Mandarin running a player on late. May or may not be a penalty. And that's going to get up, and the kick is good. Your new score, approaching the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Fleming Island 14, Mandarin, nothing. Let's see if we can take a quick timeout, catch our breath after that exciting run. You're watching Fleming Island Golden Eagle football on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is a place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you.
Parker Sertivan lining up to kick with a 14-0 lead. Drives that one deep. That'll go into the 5-yard. No, he's actually going to stop him right there. He did get that foot back. Florida high school rules, any part of your body from the ball carrier on a kickoff that backs up into the end zone, they will call that a touchback. So Mandarin will take over on the 20. No deposit, no return for the Mustangs.
Yeah, even if the momentum of the ball drives you into the end zone and you were out of the end zone, doesn't matter. Even your foot touches, even if shoelaces touches, it is a touchback. Preventing the most high-risk play in all of football, which is the kickoff return.
Exactly. Big halftime show tonight. Eagle Band 1 joined by the middle school bands in the area here for a very large halftime show. Looking forward to seeing some of that at the break. In the meantime, we're back here on the 20-yard line. Here's the snap. Jones will back up. Under pressure, throws underneath. Spin move, hit the circle button on that one, and he'll get dropped after about 5. The ball might have come loose, but they're going to mark him down by contact at the 25-yard line.
That was a lackadaisical call by that official there. He whistled that thing down before the ball even came out.
Getting ahead of himself, it looks like, but nonetheless, he'll get the 5-yard game. The clock will continue to move here. Mandarin has not been able to move the ball very successfully tonight. Golden Eagle defense has been lights out so far this half. Jones will have 4 wide receivers now and a sidecar to his right. Takes the snap, fakes the give. That is going to be caught. Kieran Jackson is going to be the receiver on that play. He's going to cross the 30-yard line to about the 34-yard line. That's good enough for a Mandarin first down.
You know, this game is going to depend a lot on Abram Wright there, and he got sucked up by that play-action fake. Quarterback saw that and flung it right out into the flat. I don't even think that was a design run at all, but it got Abram Wright.
Senior wide receiver getting the first down for Mandarin, which has been few and far between so far in the half. Trips to the right of Jones.
Got to see Jace Edwards get some pressure here.
Fleming Island creeping up just a little bit, probably about 5 yards or more in coverage. And a blitz got him. Well, we saw that coming, but apparently so did Mandarin, and that's going to give them a bonus 5 yards, make it 1st and 5.
Both teams very aggressive with the blitz, trying to time up these snap counts. You're going to see a couple more of those tonight.
Joel Robinson, with a full head of steam, realized that he had crossed into the neutral zone prematurely. 1st and 5. They'll stay in trips with a tight end to the left of the formation.
If I was Mandarin, I'd just do it again.
Jones in pistol. Robinson creeping up again. Here he comes. Quick throw over the middle. That is caught, but a great tackle. Nicely done. Jamie French with the good hands, but even better hands by the Golden Eagle defense, and they will stop him just short of the marker there. 2nd down and 1.
David Smith just buried him into the tar. He hit him straight down in the earth, caught him in the air, and then gave him the suplex down.
Pretty good freeze frame if you're looking at it. 2nd and short. Again, trips to the right of the formation. Jones in the pistol. Here's a snap, low snap. Drops back to pass, rolls to his right. He's going to drop even deeper than that. Throws, and he finds a receiver, but the lumber was laid. That's a 1st down.
You know, Mandarin's making plays, but they're taking some punishment on this drive.
Looks like the sophomore Josh Murray on that one, absolutely blowing up the play, but it is enough for a Mandarin 1st down. Just inside, just across the 45-yard line of Fleming Island. We'll call it the 43.
It's the yards that matter, not the hits, so we got to get this stopped.
3 wide. Takes a snap, gives over the middle. That's going to come across to the left tackle for just a couple of yards. Gets down to the 40-yard line. And Michael, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. I couldn't see who that was. There he is. That was Tient Weish from the backfield. He'll come to the right side of Jones now. 3 wide receivers on second down. Ball sitting at about the 40. Takes the snap, throws out in the flat. That's caught, crossing the 40 to the 30 now. And once again, Kieran Jackson with a great reception to the right, or the left side of the formation for a first down. Great read, great throw.
A nice cut, too. He shook one of the Golden Eagle defenders, put him on his butt, and got a couple more extra yards there.
They'll mark him down at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Mandarin approaching the 1-minute mark in the half.
Hurry up to the line of scrimmage for Mandarin.
Trips to the left of the formation, nobody, or to the right, nobody to the left. Weiss will be in the backfield to Jones's left. Takes a snap, drops, throws over the middle, wide open. That's caught. He'll cross the 10-yard line, just about to the 6. That's going to be 1st and goal for Mandarin.
That is a mismatch. That is who we're talking about. That is Jamie French. She's offered by everybody under the sun in Power 5 conferences. So let's find a way to dial in with him, and maybe matching up against Cam Smith is not the best of ideas.
Mandarin goes tempo. Again, 3 wide receivers. Ball at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Jones takes the snap, drops back, throws, and he's got a wide open receiver, and that's a Mandarin touchdown.
Shredded him on that drive. A great play by Tremel Jones, their quarterback. I think that he's got nice rhythm and timing to his game. He can throw that side ball pretty well. He can deliver the ball from multiple arm angles. Nice tight spiral there on the edge. Got the ball out very quickly, and receiver just walked in for that touchdown.
2-minute drill pays off for Mandarin as they march right down the field and get within 8 points. We'll get the extra point here, 14-6 at the moment.
Had a block on the last try.
37 seconds to go. They got a kick up and almost blocked, but that kick is good. So our new score with 37 seconds left to go in the first half. Fleming Island 14, Mandarin 7. We'll take a quick timeout and get right back to the rest of this exciting first half. You're watching Fleming Island Golden Eagle football on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Back here at the Rock at Randy Warren Stadium, pink out night here. Fleming Island up 14-7. Mandarin coming down the field, scoring with a quickness. And that's very important for the Golden Eagles as the Mustangs will receive on the start of the third quarter.
Dario, back up!
Might want to back up from the mic while you're at it.
Mr. Dominic, I believe you're supposed to back up a little bit in case you guys at home didn't hear.
Stand clear, if you would, please, Darion. Squib kick. Don't see many of those. That's going to get picked up. And Caleb Singleton will grab that one.
Interesting call there. You know, you waste less time off the clock if he just gets 5 yards and goes down. And then you're in half decent field position. That's 30 seconds left and you don't have the greatest of kickers. But if knowing Coach Springs, he's probably just going to take one run play and go to halftime.
Ball will sit.
It's close.
Ball will sit at the 35-yard line. You got 2 timeouts in your pocket here, so you got a little bit to work with. We'll see what they dial up here, and you never know. The big playability might come into focus here. Mustafa Marshall is going to enter the game now at tailback.
Nice little screen pass to Mustafa.
Take the snap. No, they're going to do exactly as they're told, but Mustafa's going to cut outside, gets across to the 40-yard line. And that's where they'll stop him. Clock will continue to move here, and then looks like, yes, we will get a timeout on the field with 20 seconds to go. Golden Eagles will take their second charge timeout.
I mean, if you're going to play that game, might as well put Sam in there, right? He's got the best chance to break the longest run.
True, but then again, Mustafa's the changeup. You want to throw him in there every once in a while to see if he can.
And there's no reason to bang up Sam on a drive that has low odds.
No, especially since he basically ran across town and scored a touchdown earlier. So they're going to be looking for that, I imagine. But nonetheless, and that's the one thing that's really cool about Fleming Island is those trio of running backs that they have. You know, Smith, being the lightning, Mustafa being the thunder, and Sam being the sprinter of the three of them. It's an interesting pace. If you put it in baseball terms, you've got your fastball, your changeup, and your sinker. The one that just sort of slides in.
Second down and 4 for the goal.
Second and 4 right now. 2 wide. They'll go tight. Singleton will be in the pistol. Broughton gives over left tackle to Sam Singleton. He'll get a first down. That'll stop the clock momentarily. And they'll get a first down in midfield. And I guess they're maybe getting themselves set up. They'll take their last time out here and maybe try to run something deep. I like the odds.
You did have an opportunity to spike the ball there, which means you could have had one more play and then thrown the deep ball.
I think the debate happened, and it was, no, let's not. That would be my guess. Don't want to do anything too over the top yet.
Well, all I'm saying is that you could have had 2 instead of 1.
That's true. Well, no, they don't use the analytics here in high school, but if they did, I'm pretty sure they would have followed the formula on that one. Unfortunately, AWS is not providing technical services tonight. Otherwise, we'd be having a different broadcast. Trips to the right of Broughton here in the pistol formation. First down from the 50. Let's see if he heaves one up here. He'll drop back. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to try to do. And a big one. There's Trace Burney. He's over his head. Incomplete. Burney not quite as tall as Darion Dominic, but is sure-handed.
He went up there with one. He tried, though.
He tried to get in the elevator and hit the top floor, and the penthouse was not accessible at this time. Got to have a key card to get in there.
Hey, if it makes it, it's on Instagram forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack, where were you on that one, buddy? Second down from the 50. This will likely be the last play of the first half. Broughton will get his instructions here, and we'll find out how far he's going to throw it. Been a very good first half so far. Mandarin coming scoring quickly. Otherwise, it's been all Golden Eagles. 4 wide receivers. Broughton takes the snap. Here comes pressure. He's got to step up, get out of the way. Broughton's going to throw it on the run. There's going to be a flag dog on it. That's going to end the half. He'll run out of bounds. Likely going to have a holding penalty called on Fleming Island. That won't matter one way or the other.
That'll be declined. You'll head into halftime. Good catch by that official.
Nice.
A physical catch, not the penalty.
We'll get the call here.
That'd be in the half.
There you go.
And they're going to go ahead and call the half right there. So at halftime here from Randy Warren Stadium, The Rock on Pink Out Night. Mandarin comes into town. They put up 7, but Fleming Island handles it so far. 14-7 your score. We'll take a commercial break right here, and when we come back, we'll talk first half highlights and more and get a look at Eagle Band 1 and their celebration of the middle school bands here in Clay County. That's all coming up for you next right here on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is the place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you. Mr. Chubby's Wings are more than just wings. With a great food and beverage selection, Mr. Chubby's is the home of the original Fleming Island Happy Hour, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. You can catch all your favorite sporting events on the numerous TVs, including all Fleming Island football games on FSB. Before or after the game, Mr. Chubby's has you covered, and they're only 0.8 of a mile from the Fleming Island High School campus. You can order online at MrChubby'sWings.com or call 904-272-WINGS. And while you're at it, let Mr. Chubby's cater your next event. Call 904-272-WINGS. The United Sports Alliance is proud to continue its flag football program. Flag football is a fun, safe, and effective way for boys and girls of every age and skill level to learn the sport. Play is non-contact and the game format is 5-on-5 with 1 practice and 1 game per week. Flag football is fast, engaging, and fun. The focuses on safe gameplay and teaching players cooperation, accountability, leadership, and positive sportsmanship. For more information, go to the letter U, sportsalliance.org. The next broadcast on FSB takes place next Friday night as Fleming Island hosts Creekside in a critical district game. Florida Sports Broadcasting will bring you all the action, beginning with the pregame show at 7:15. Kickoff is 7:30. Don't miss it Friday, October the 21st, as Fleming Island hosts Creekside. The game can be seen on our website at floridasportsbroadcasting.com or on the Florida Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel.
Halftime here at Randy Warren Stadium, The Rock. You're looking live here at Eagle Band 1, who's also joined by area middle school bands here in Clay County. A special halftime performance tonight.
Oh, they are ready to rock.
They have been fired up over there. This has been an exciting tune-up to them tonight. So we'll have that in the background here as we talk about the first half. So a contrast in football games, David. Mandarin coming to play tonight. They actually put on a good performance, but the Fleming Island defense was all over it. Absolutely played hard-nosed.
Oh, a swarming, blitzing defense that really tried hard to get to the ball in the backfield. More importantly, they gave up a couple decent plays on the outside, but as far as just minimizing those chunk yardage plays, they did a good job. At the end of the half there, a little too aggressive with the blitz calls, possibly leaving some open receivers in the flat and then over the middle. So just cleaning those things up, maybe having a middle of the field safety. I know that's kind of anti-3-4 scheme to have somebody sit in the middle when you have so many bodies that are protruding around the front side of the defense. But it's something you might have to do to kind of contain this quarterback that can't throw the ball down the field to the outside, but he can deliver the ball into the flat very effectively, and he can deliver the ball over the middle very effectively. Plus, he's got the wheels and the speed to go to the outside.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. I agree with you there. He's not much of a deep threat at all, but that's something that actually last week that nailed Fleming Island pretty hard. Riley Trujillo from Bartram, and we'll still get a score update that on a little bit, see how Bartram and Creekside are doing. But, Trujillo did that last week where he'd find his receivers, his running backs in the flat, and they'd be seam routes, so they'd go for 30 or 40 yards downfield. Fleming Island couldn't stop it. But more of the conventional offense, they were doing a much better job of putting a handle on, and the defense played outstanding until they ended up breaking on those seam plays. So a lot of the same tonight.
So it's a tendency.
Yeah, it's very and Bartram keyed in on that tendency. I'm surprised Mandarin hasn't adjusted to that yet, but we'll see what they do at the half. That's one thing that Fleming Island didn't do very well last week, was adjust after a great first half, and they ended up flopping. This week they seem a little bit more locked in and in tune, so we will find out if they make some more solid adjustments as we get into it. How are we looking around the area there, David? What's the scoreboard looking like?
So the scoreboard looks like this. We got Duval Charter versus Old Plank, and Duval Charter up to an 18-12 lead. Ponte Vedra versus Trinity Catholic, which is 7-13 to Trinity Catholic. Nice versus Flagler Palms tied 14-14 going into the third quarter.
How about Nice's season going backwards? They win one game at Orange Park, but other than that, it's been kind of a stinker. I was surprised about that.
With the best quarterback in the area.
Yeah, and a Florida commit, no less.
Terry Parker takes on First Coast. Terry Parker's up 24-18 over First Coast. Bartram Trail versus Creekside, and kind of the game of the week in the area. Bartram Trail up 38-14. A bit of a surprising score.
That's shocking. 38-14 over Creekside right now.
Creekside being such a good defensive team last year, and things turning around a little bit this year.
Yeah, that's a huge game in Creekside tonight. So, oh my goodness.
Providence is winning their game 27-0. Episcopal is losing their game to Bishop Kenny 3-35. A classic rivalry in Atlantic Boulevard, one that I was a proud part of, but struggles for my Episcopal Eagles.
BK having a pretty good season too.
Yes, they are. Orange Park taking on Ridgeview 13-14 at the half. Paxton versus Beachside, we got 14-14. Our game 7-14. Middleburg, Columbia 14-21. Union County up 21-0. University Christian is currently beating Trinity Christian 7-0, a surprising score.
That's another good in-town rivalry.
We got Oak League versus Buchholz 14-14 right now.
Keep an eye on that game in the District 2 as Buchholz is looking to enter into district play right now with a win.
Gainesville Christian versus First Coast Christian 0-0, just starting the first quarter, really a late kick. Most of these other scores are late kick games, including Bishop Snyder versus Eaglesview, and we'll get more updates on that as the night continues.
Yeah, also Clay at home tonight against Menendez. That is homecoming out there in Green Cove Springs. And also all of the Clay County games being hosted in the area tonight are Pink Out games in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All the stadiums and fans will be decked out in pink, the players as well, and we celebrate with them in our own pink. You can't see it, but we definitely have it. We want to shout out tonight Ray Canaveri and Janet Canaveri doing a fantastic job in engineering tonight. We've had a good time setting this game up. The bands have come out and played well. That was a lot of fun to watch. And we're going to take a quick break here, relax, let you guys see some of the sights and sounds, get a couple of commercials in, pay some bills, and when we come back, we'll get into the second half of action. Your score at the half, Fleming Island 14, Mandarin 7. You're watching Golden Eagle Football live right here on FloridaSportsBroadcasting.com and on YouTube.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is a place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you. Mr. Chubby's Wings are more than just wings. With a great food and beverage selection, Mr. Chubby's is the home of the original Fleming Island Happy Hour, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. You can catch all your favorite sporting events on the numerous TVs, including all Fleming Island football games on FSB. Before or after the game, Mr. Chubby's has you covered, and they're only 0.8 of a mile from the Fleming Island High School campus. You can order online at MrChubby'sWings.com or call 904-272-WINGS. And while you're at it, let Mr. Chubby's cater your next event. Call 904-272-WINGS. Many people make the Fleming Island football team a success, and one of those is the Fleming Island Golden Eagle Football Club, and the many fine local businesses that contribute to the program. Some of those businesses include Southeast Orthopedic Specialists of Fleming Island. Find them at se-ortho.com. Seahag Marina. For more information, go to seahag.com. And Ferguson Waterworks of Jacksonville. Check them out at ferguson.com. Florida Sports Broadcasting salutes the many local businesses who support academics and athletics in our community.
Coming up on the end of halftime here, second half just minutes away from Randy Warren Stadium here at The Rock. Florida Sports Broadcasting's live coverage of Fleming Island Golden Eagle Athletics. Want to shout out Coach Bruce Cloud and the boys golf team. They have really been doing some fantastic work out there. I have been retweeting that stuff constantly, and I really love to see what the golf team is doing. They're doing a fantastic job, so we want to appreciate Coach Cloud sharing the love and allowing us to bring out some of the highlighted athletes on the golf team. Girls golf team's also done a pretty good job as well. Just checked out to the volleyball team. The JV volleyball team came back and got a five-set win, and their last match of the regular season. So a lot of good stuff going on here in Golden Eagle Athletics. Also, can't wait for basketball season to get started up, too. We're looking forward to the Battle on the Island Christmas tournament this year, and it's going to be our first soiree into covering the tournament here on Florida Sports Broadcasting, so we're very excited about that. Jack Burnett out there doing social media tonight. Just look for him out there and say hello, get a picture. He'll get you on our Instagram page. Florida Sports Broadcasting is where you can follow us on the IG. Also want to shout out our Twitter page as well, at B2 Florida. You can follow us on Twitter, and we're also available on Facebook as well. Just search Florida Sports Broadcasting. David, so far so good. 14-7. The Golden Eagles have done pretty well. Got to lock down on that 2-minute drill, though.
Oh, absolutely. That was a problem for the Golden Eagles, giving up plays over the middle of the field. But I do think you have to give credit to the quarterback for Mandarin. He's got a good arm to him. I'm watching him throw the ball here in pregame warmups, and he's got an easy 55, 60-yard gun to him, which is quite impressive given the fact that he's also a pretty hyper elite athlete.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
A good reason why he's getting offers from big schools around the Southeast.
It's not surprising. So it just haven't been able to really be much of a deep threat against Fleming Island so far, so we'll see how that comes out. In the meantime, Sam Singleton has done what Sam Singleton do, and he has run down the field. He scored both of Fleming Island's touchdowns. First one came inside the 5-yard line after another great drive, and the second one, well, it was pretty much a non-conversation starter. All you had to do was watch the ball go into the end zone because nobody was going to catch him. That one just about 70-plus yards down the field.
Like he was running with a baton at the end of a 4x1.
Absolutely. There was no way you were going to catch him at that point. I wanted to mention really quickly, going back to the Fleming Island golf team, the Athlete of the Week, Tyler Mawhinney from the boys golf team. If you want to find out a little bit more about that story, you can search on Instagram, Island Golf FIHS. No spaces or anything. That's all one word. Island Golf FIHS. And read that story on Instagram about Tyler being named the Athlete of the Week. Golden Eagles all decked out in their gold tonight with pink socks in support of breast cancer awareness and some ribbons out there on the 20-yard lines to demark the occasion. We appreciate everybody participating in the fundraiser tonight at the front gate of Randy Warren Stadium. They were taking donations, and all of the proceeds tonight going to charity. So we are looking forward to seeing how much money they raise tonight. All sorts of activities going on in Clay County with pink out events and various charitable efforts going on. I know something that we're doing at our karate school, wearing pink belts. This used to be a random joke about martial arts. If you weren't doing things as tough as you should have been, they said, what are we going to do, put you a pink belt on? Now we do that for charity. So, in pink uniforms, so lots to talk about breast cancer awareness, but cancer in general, something that we all take near and dear to our hearts. It's been impacting somebody in our life at some point. My family not excluded from that, so we definitely join in their fight against cancer. Just coming up here on the third quarter, not too far away. You know, something that we haven't seen tonight, Dave, is the concession stand. Watching the crowd over there to our far right, and there is quite the group going over the concessions.
Well, a big old smoke screen going up over the crowd, too. A nice open flame from that grill.
Yeah, the breeze is not adjusted for us tonight, though. Normally we get a whiff.
My stomach would be rumbling. I'd be a little cranky towards the end of it. It's like, is there a chance I can snag one of those burgers? Can you save just one for me after the game?
Send Jack running across the field to grab a burger from one of those
They have a screen now. They have a screen that shows the menu.
Look at this nonsense. You know what? That is eventually
what's going on now?
Eventually what's going to happen is that's going to be a screen of the broadcast, so you can, just like you would at a big stadium, you get the video of what you're watching.
Well, eventually it's just going to be like a Sonny's Barbecue. It's just posted up at Fleming Island.
It's going to replace the cafeteria at some point. My goodness. No, I like that. It's the first time I've seen that, by the way. Did not realize there was a video screen of the board. Now, I wonder if the television production team has something to do with that. That's fantastic. Oh, my goodness. 14-7, our halftime score. We'll take a quick break, gather our composure, maybe order some DoorDash, get some food going.
So Mr. Chubby's definitely.
Mr. Chubby. No, that's happening after the game.
I'm down for that.
Take a quick break. We get the kickoff of the second half right here on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Quick sip of a cold beverage, and we're ready to get back into it right here. 14-7, the halftime score. Third quarter getting ready to underway. Parker Sertivan will line up the ball at the 40-yard line, tee it off. What do we got to look for in the second half, David?
Well, that Mandarin defense is going to step up again. I felt like they played really good rush defense, minus two big Sam Singleton plays. If they can find ways to limit those big plays in the second half, they were effective on a per-play basis. So guys like Carmelo Murphy, that guy stepped up pretty big for them, as well as other seniors on that defensive front. So they're not quite out of this game yet, and they have a formula to come back.
Sertivan will run up and put toe to leather here, and we are underway in the second quarter, or second half rather. That's a line drive dribbler picked up. And good coverage, couple of blocks down the field, and a hit. My goodness gracious, King Patterson was
starters play special teams.
And that's how you spread the wealth. I mean, they're not afraid to put their athletes out there, that's for sure. First down and 10. Mandarin will get their first crack here in the third quarter.
I think Jackson delivered such a hard hit that he still feels it.
Be feeling that for a couple of days, picking his teeth up for a week.
They're young. They heal faster. I don't know what it is.
It all grows back. In our case, it would take 3 years. Three wide receivers coming out for Jones. Trinell Jones. Been effective, especially in that 2-minute drive. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third. Give it, come over to the left side of the formation. Couple of scampers. Great pursuit by Fleming Island, and the damage is done, but minimal. They'll stop him down. Markers forward progress at the 30.
Flag down, I believe. Or is that a shoe?
Nah, it looks like somebody's footwear has left the building. They'll bring it up to the 30-yard line. Kind of hard to tell with some of those brightly colored shoes if that's a penalty flag or somebody's toe.
We got neon, we got bright pink, we got a little bit of everything.
It's definitely across the spectrum tonight for sure.
2 by 2.
trying to spread it out now here in the second half for the Mandarin Mustangs.
4 wide. Jones with a sidecar to his left. Quick over the middle. That's caught, and nope, right out of his hands.
Great play there by number 5, Devontae Lewis, coming up from his safety spot to make a play on the ball there. You know, he had coverage on the slot receiver. A nice quick hitch, supposed to be stealing yards on second down, but to no avail because he couldn't get a hand on it immediately, and the contact knocks the ball out.
Singleton and Whitten on the coverage there. French, the intended receiver. It's going to bring up third down and about 4.5, call it 5.
Now, after calling these Eagle games for so long, this is a tendency right here. Normally a time where they bring pressure.
Pin their ears back and go for it on third and manageable. Jones marching out his instructions. He's got trips to his left. Trips to his right. They've done quite a bit of that tonight. Jones drops back, quick step drop, overthrows his receiver, incomplete. Great coverage regardless. French had a hand on it, but it was just a little too high. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Abram right there, big physical player. Might be a bit of an overthrow there, but even if it was on target, he was going to take a hit from Abram Wright.
3 and out for the Mustangs. It's the first time the Fleming Island has been able to do that this evening.
All right, Mustafa, here's a good opportunity here. Kicking from the 30-yard line, you should be at about the 25.
Logan Yadzdia back in punt formation for the Mustangs. Marshall for the Golden Eagles will sit at about his 25, 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Punt is up. Great high punt. Kind of wobbly, that will bounce at about the 40-yard line, take a Golden Eagle bounce towards the sidelines, and then a little bit of a Mandarin roll, and they will mark that down just about the 37-yard line, where the Golden Eagles will take over first and 10. So far, so good on defense. That's the first 3 and out forced by the Fleming Island defense. Let's see if they can capitalize now.
Ball will want to see Bernie get involved there again. You saw that one big play that he had in the first half where they hit him on a corner for about 30 yards. But other than that, he's been pretty quiet. So let's see Dakota Rowe again, as you said earlier in the second quarter, that play action is going to be there. Those kind of plays can really help move the Golden Eagle offense.
3 wide receivers for Broughton. He'll give to Sam Singleton, who comes over the left side of the formation. Will get about 4 yards, maybe 5. Call it 5. Great tackle. They've been testing the edge all night tonight. And a stoppage of play. Looks like we have an injured Eagle.
Possibly both, actually. One down for each team.
That'll stop the clock with about 10.5 minutes left to go. And yes, we do have injured players on both sides. The Mandarin player still down. And with the injury timeout, let's take a quick break. Your score, 14-7, with about 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. You're watching Golden Eagle football on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you.
Ball at the 44-yard line, second down.
Ball at the 44-yard line. We're back here on second down. Broughton with 3 wide receivers. Takes a snap, rides that out, will give. And that is Tayshawn Smith, who will get a first down. He'll cross midfield, get down to just about the 45-yard line, call it about the 46. And now they will mark it down about the 45. That's first and 10 for Fleming Island.
That injury on the play for the Mustangs was Jeremy Upson. Looked like he walked off the field on his own power.
Tayshawn Smith will stay in the game right now. Broughton looking for a play from the sidelines. He'll have 3 wide.
Broughton still with the command of the offense. Make sure all his guys are set. You know, I haven't seen any procedural penalties so far in this game.
Bernie will move across the formation. Broughton will hold, rides it, gives it to Smith, and Smith is gobbled up in the backfield. Nobody home, and that's big number 44, Marcelius Jackson, with the tackle and the deep penetration into the Fleming Island backfield. It's going to be a loss of 3. Second and 13.
not where the Golden Eagles offense wants to be. It's behind the sticks. Going to have to play a little hero ball with Sebastian Broughton. You know, he's survived in the pocket very well so far this game, but it's been a recipe for disaster in the past.
3 wide for Broughton. Smith will stay in the pistol formation. Broughton will take the snap. He's got pressure coming to his right. He's going to throw it deep. Darian Dominic is out there, and that's going to be intercepted. And I'm not sure if that was underthrown or not, but Antoine Belgrave Shorter, the cornerback, the junior, gets in front of Darian Dominic and picks off the pass, and that's the first turnover of the night.
So on that one, I don't think Darian created very much separation at all. That in combination with an underthrow led to not necessarily an easy interception for the cornerback, but a ball that should have probably never been thrown.
No. With the turnover, Mandarin will take over on their own 10-yard line. Kind of works like a deep punt, but that's not exactly what you want to look for from Sebastian Broughton. And he's made those types of throws that he kind of shouldn't have, especially when he's running away from pressure.
Now, the Golden Eagles defense has got a good spot right here. They've got plenty of field left to go. They can be aggressive. They can figure out ways to cause a turnover. They've got plenty of space and opportunity here to be aggressive as they've been so far in this game.
They'll run that trips formation again. Jones will give, and there's penetration in the backfield. It was an additional contact, minimizing that. He'll get about 4 yards, though. Golden Eagles almost had him dead to rights in the backfield, but he'll get a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
So Demir Jackson was in the backfield on that play. He made an excellent move on the offensive line, got through like a knife through butter, but if you can't make the tackle, it really doesn't matter.
Nope. Spot the ball at the 14-yard line. They'll go trips to the left, single wide receiver to the right. Jones will take the snap, he'll give, and this time the Golden Eagles absolutely get into the backfield as soon as the ball is handled, and that will back it up to just shy of the original line of scrimmage. Actually, he will get a 4-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and long back at the 10-yard line. Great defense.
What seemed like a huge miscommunication by the Mustang offensive line. They let 3 guys completely unblocked and had offensive linemen trying to get to the second level on a handoff.
That's what we call the old oh no block.
Oh no.
Oh no, here he comes. 4 wide receivers and a sidecar to the right for Jones on 3rd and long. He'll take the snap, 3-step drop. He steps up in the pocket. Pressure was there. Throwing deep. That's over the middle, but sails over the intended receiver. It looks like French was in stride, but just over his head, and that's going to bring up 4th down and another stand by the Golden Eagle defense for 3 and out.
Singleton versus French, like that's the matchup of the game. You can prevent that big play from happening. That's a huge win in your book.
Absolutely. So Mustafa Marshall will go back deep for the Golden Eagles. And Yatsdia will come back deep in punt formation about halfway into his end zone. We'll see if the Fleming Island special teams unit will go into punt safe or they'll come after this. Here's the snap, punts clean, gets a sky punt. That one's not going to go very far. Ball's going to drop, get a Mandarin roll, and Mustafa Marshall will wisely get out of the way. That's going to cross over the 50 to the 49-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Fleming will get great field position to start the drive.
Right around the 50-yard line here, you have every opportunity to get 2 quick hitter run plays, see if you can get a quick manufactured first down and then take an end zone shot again. You know, Darian Dominic doesn't let these things get down on him. Just because he doesn't win one route doesn't mean he's not going to play hard on the very next play. So feeding a senior that's been doing a lot of the dirty work for you all year is not a bad idea.
Sam Singleton will come in at tailback, 3 wide receivers for the Eagles. Singleton will line up to Broughton's right. Here's the snap. They'll give to Singleton, who will come across, and that's not going to go anywhere. They will mark his forward progress stopped. And they're going to get him back at the 45-yard line. Not a whole lot there. 4-yard loss
Tackle
for
on
Sam
the play
Singleton.
by Carmelo Murphy.
They've been feeding that beast most of the night, running to the left, trying to see if they can continue playing with the edge there. This time Mandarin set it really well. Brings up 2nd and 14 from the 45.
Mandarin started out the game with a smaller defensive line lineup, but now have moved to as many big bodies as they possibly can have.
3 wide. Singleton and pistol. Broughton will get the snap. Looking. Finds a reason to step up in the pocket, and he's going to get in the grasp and cannot get away, and that's going to be another loss. Mandarin sacks Broughton just shy of the 35-yard line, called the 36-yard line.
Moving backwards, this time without even penalties.
Broughton took a little too long in the pocket. That's going to bring up 3rd and long.
I think we have about 3rd and 23.
Call it 3rd and 23. Ball sits squarely on the 37-yard line of Fleming Island. Broughton will get his instructions. Dakota Rowe coming in at tight end. Bernie will come out to the left of the formation. Dominic to the far right. Now Rowe will come off tight end and line up in the slot. Pistol formation. Broughton takes the snap. Deep drop. Dominic's got it. Catches about the 40-yard line. Makes a little bit of a move. Gets caught. Gets just about to the 44-yard line. Well, not enough for a first down. They'll mark him down to the 45. And Fleming Island will punt, and this will be the first time Fleming Island will send one into the air. Conjumani will come back in punt formation for the Golden Eagles.
I feel like Conjumani's been improving from his time with the Golden Eagles. He's got a little bit better of a boot on him now. This is a situation where he can really just grip it and rip it.
Let's see, back deep for Mandarin. Looks like that might be Antoine Belgrave Shorter on special teams. Germani will take the snap. Punt goes away. A little bit of a line drive, spinning spiral. 2 guys back from Mandarin. He'll get a reception there, and he's going to cut upfield. Got great blocking. He's got open grass, and they're going to get him on the sidelines. Had he not done that, he might have been gone. That was number 9, Kieran Jackson, who went into the back to receive the punt.
We had mentioned him in the pregame show. He's a little bit smaller of an athlete and doesn't quite have a whole lot to offer as a receiver. But what he does have to offer is that straight line speed, which he displayed right there.
We'll take the mandatory hydration break here as called by the officials. With 4:49 to go, score still remains Fleming Island 14, Mandarin 7. You're watching Golden Eagle football on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Back here at the Rock, Mandarin will take over 1st and 10. Good return there by Belgrave Shorter to get it started. Man in motion. Jones will take the snap. And he'll come over the middle. That's a big hole. He'll get tackled. No flags on the field. Was looking for some laundry. Who didn't find any. It gets down to about the 40-yard line.
And the Mustangs are going to roll with tempo here.
I can't say I blame them.
Probably running the exact same play again.
Quick to the line, trips to the left of Jones.
With a first down at the 41-yard line of the Golden Eagles.
Tion Weish to his right, or left, I'm sorry. Here's the snap. They'll ride that out, and Weish will get it, and he'll get snugged for a minute, then break loose. He's going to cross. He's got a first down. He's crossed the 30, down to the 20. And they'll stop him, and boy, that was, I'm not sure if that was just busted defense or a great run, but either way, Mandarin's going to march down the field. They get another first down.
Well, that's tough because you knew something like that was coming. If they have some effective plays up the middle, they're going to come back to that immediately. Unless you can prove you can stop the middle run, there's no point in not using it.
First down from the 20. 4 wide receivers for Mandarin. Snap, they'll fake it, throws out into the flat, and that's going to be nailed immediately. Ethan Putz was the receiver on that one.
Josh Murray got him in the backfield there. He saw that play coming, and he jumped the coverage, so good play by him.
Great eyes on that one, stops it right immediately for about a 5-yard loss. 2nd and 15 for the Mustangs, who had been marching down the field so far this possession. Coming up on about 3.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide receivers again for Jones. Weiss will stay at tailback, sidecar to his left. Jones will clap, take the snap, fake, throws over the middle. That's caught. French has got it. He's going to get away from a tackler. Poor tackling by the Golden Eagles. He gets inside the 5-yard line, and that's 1st and goal for Mandarin.
French breaking the tackle there of Devontae Lewis. That's a tough coverage, one-on-one. Slot receiver versus safety. It's always a matchup of somebody who's normally not playing very tight man-to-man coverage versus a slot receiver that can quickly win off the line of scrimmage.
Mandarin goes to more of a jumbo set, and they'll bring 3 wide receivers into it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
We're playing off coverage on the inside the 5-yard line on French. To the top of your screen.
Takes a snap, throws to the corner of the end zone. 2 hands on that one. French caught. Touchdown, Mandarin.
Yeah, you can't play off at the goal line. That's a recipe to lose.
Looks like they played within Fleming Island's tendencies, and that's the 2nd touchdown pass for Jones today.
That's tough because if I'm wrong, it's a 10th grader in Murray, and that's an athlete that out-calibers him. It's tough for an assignment on him, and what are you going to do? You're going to double the perimeter wide receiver at the goal line? Calvin Johnson him in the corner?
No, definitely not. Snap up, Cole down, kick away, and the extra point is good. So with 2:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter, we're tied up at 14. Fleming Island will get the kickoff and see if they can march right back down the field. We'll take a quick timeout and get back to the action right here from the Rock on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Back here at the Rock, tie score now. Mandarin driving down the field, making it 14 all. Here at Randy Warren Stadium on Pinkout Night. We're glad you're joining us tonight on FloridaSportsBroadcasting.com and our YouTube channel.
So Mandarin electing to flip the side of the field they prefer to kick off of. They kicked off of the left hash earlier and now kicking off of the right hash.
It's Ben Hipp there on kickoff duty. And he will take a slow approach and then kick it there. They're going to pooch kick this. I don't know if they were trying to go onside.
Get the ball.
And Mandarin's going to recover that.
You can fair catch that, man.
Golden Eagles bit on the kick. And Mandarin recovers 1st down at the 43, 44-yard line.
Something was up on that one. They very rarely do you see them flip what side of the field they like to kick from. Ordinarily, it's either down the middle or a preference of the kicker, and they roll with the exact same thing every time.
And they ran the opposite tendency on that one.
When they flip to the other side, it should set off some red alarms.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line on the right hash. Mandarin will come out in 4 wide receivers. Jones will be in shotgun, and that was a maneuvering just bad if you're looking at Fleming Island. They're going to come in with pressure here on the outside corner blitz. Jones is going to step up, kind of an arm tackle. He's got wheels to move, crosses the 40 to the 35. He'll get out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
That's a tough ask by Matthews. I think that Jones probably is about a good 100 pounds lighter than he is, and asking him to chase him down is probably not going to work out.
Yeah, they'll spot him at the 35-yard line. Jones getting about 5 yards on that carry.
He tried, though.
Had him in the
backfield.
backfield.
Tried really hard.
Tried to grab his wrist. That wasn't exactly what they were looking for. Mandarin staying with 4 wide receivers, trips to the right. Jones takes the snap, gives up the middle. Weiss has got it. They'll gather him immediately after about a yard gain. Not a whole lot on that one. Fleming Island playing a great defensive job there.
We need to see Jace Edwards get more involved in the run game. He's a good pass rusher, but he's trying to win early with pass rush moves. He ends up about 2 or 3 yards out of the play because he's trying to do a big hand fight swim move to the outside when the run's going in between the tackles.
Looking like he's doing a little bit more than he needed to on that one. Jones will take the snap, drops back, pressure coming up the middle. He'll step up into the pocket. He goes and throws a little dunk, and that is intercepted. Fleming Island's got the football, and that is the turnover that Fleming Island needed after a wild kick sequence. Number 5, Devontae Lewis will grab the interception, and the Golden Eagles take over.
Huge play by Lewis there, redeeming himself for letting up that pass inside earlier. But a big play is something that's going to change the tides of this game. 14-14 right now your score. That interception gets you the ball out around the 30-yard line, so a huge momentum swing for the Eagles. Let's see what they can turn from it.
Great job on defense shutting it down. Boy, that was going to be a wild sequence if Mandarin had managed to score on that. But nonetheless, the Golden Eagles do what they need to do. Sam Singleton in at tailback. He'll dot the pistol. 4 wide receivers for Sebastian Broughton. From the 30, takes the snap, hands off, fakes it to Singleton, and that goes in and out of the hands of Dakota Rowe, who looked like he had a surefire catch over the middle of the formation at the 40-yard line.
Another RPO, trying to catch to see if that linebacker creeps up into the box. If he does, you pull it and throw. So adding more wrinkles into this offense.
Like what I'm seeing so far, the variance in the offense. Just got to execute those plays, though.
And Dakota Rowe's pretty sure-handed, too, so he's a nice guy to have there. It's definitely somebody you expected to be blocking, and then all of a sudden you turn around and he's a receiver open in the middle of the field.
4 wide receivers. Broughton will clap, get the snap. Do it again. They kind of run that RPO. This time, Broughton
Sebastian!
takes off. He
Go
is gone.
Sebastian!
Sebastian Broughton to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5. He's going to score. Touchdown, Fleming Island. Wow.
There was a window there, and he just took it. The wheels turned on, the eyes got real big, and he ran and ran and ran and ran.
Nothing you can do about it once he got into the open field. He's got a set of wheels, and he definitely used it. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
So when Sebastian drew his arm back to throw to the flat, it ended up bringing up that safety up and into the opposite direction and opened up this huge void in the middle of the field. And as long as he has that speed that he has, no bum ankles, no knees, no nothing, running a straight line, you got this, brother.
Absolutely. Just striding at that point. Mandarin will jump into the neutral zone on that one.
Are you going to go for 2 now?
70-yard touchdown run.
Coach Springs has done this before in the past.
He decides to
only if the
penalty
offense is ready.
I think after that one, kick the extra point.
Probably. You know
Probably.
what? The boys are jumping. There's no reason to get him back down.
Probably a better idea just to go ahead and kick the extra point. But Sebastian Broughton, again, running that RPO, too, with the fake. The arm went up, and then it tucked it in, and then after that, it was all she wrote.
The decisions are going up. That's the offensive wrinkle that we were looking for. I asked you in the pregame show, do they have to change something? Is something going to – or is this going to continue to be the 0 points, the struggling offense that we had seen in the past? And putting more on Sebastian Broughton's plate's actually the answer instead of less.
And then he did exactly what we figured he was going to do. Let's take a quick break right here. Your new score with 1:22 left to go in the third quarter. 21-14. Fleming Island takes the lead on the 70-yard run by Sebastian Broughton. We'll be back here live from The Rock on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is a place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you.
Parker Sertivan gets the kick away, fielded at about the 5-yard line, and just across the 20-yard line.
Great open field tackle there by Williams.
King Patterson on the return for Mandarin. Mandarin, a little trickery on the kickoff after their touchdown drive. Fleming Island gets the interception, turns it into points, and now Mandarin will start inside the 20 and see if they can march down the field. A very strange sequence for the Golden Eagles to come out and have that bomb dropped on them, as it were, and then all of a sudden the defensive play sets up points. It's the first time we've seen points off turnover this year straight away for the Golden Eagles on defense. Mandarin will come out with 3 wide receivers. Jones in the shotgun with a sidecar to his left. Takes the snap, he'll give. That's Weish. And he gets tackled after about a 5-yard gain. Mark him just about the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Mandarin offensive line getting a little bit of a push in here. So they've been able to run in between the tackles, and in comes Walker Whidden. So instead of having the smaller linebackers, you're going to put in Whidden here to be more of that run enforcer in the middle.
Definitely need to put a tamp on some of the run game that they had seen in the last series. 3 wide receivers for the Mustangs on 2nd and 5, ball at the 25. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, drops. He's going to step up into the pocket, sees the pressure, tries to evade it, successfully does, throws, and that is incomplete, in and out of the hands of his receiver. And that was number 4, Dalton Anderson. Now, they said it was Brendan Cook on the coverage, but Brendan Cook did not dress for the game tonight.
If only Cook was out here tonight.
Yeah, that would have probably.
They miss his energy on special teams, on offense, and sometimes even on defense.
That would have made a difference in many different ways tonight. So 3rd down and 5. Mandarin lines up at 4 wide. They've been doing that trips formation all night.
Golden Eagles lining up with a middle of the field safety in Cam Smith. And they're going to get out of that look as soon as they go 2 by 2.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So they'll adjust the defensive formation. 2 by 2 with 4 wide receivers. Play clock running down here, and they'll get a snap. He'll throw over the middle. That's caught. Great throw and a great catch. And that's number 9, Kieran Jackson.
You got to put that on Cam Smith there. He's so conservative in the way that he's back there in the middle of the field. He's backpedaling to make sure that he's deeper than the deepest man, but you have to be able to see the receiver and the quarterback at the same time. It's a tough ask, but you have to be able to read and react.
Didn't do so well on that one. Fleming Island gets pushed back a little bit. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line right now of Mandarin. 1st and 10, Mustangs. They'll stay in that 2 by 2, and we have a stoppage here. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. So with your score, 21-14, we go to the 4th. Fleming Island's got the lead. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have all the action of this exciting game right here from Randy Warren Stadium on Pink Out Night. You're watching Fleming Island Golden Eagle football on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Mr. Chubby's Wings are more than just wings. With a great food and beverage selection, Mr. Chubby's is the home of the original Fleming Island Happy Hour, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And you can catch all your favorite sporting events on the numerous TVs, including all Fleming Island football games on FSB. Before or after the game, Mr. Chubby's has you covered, and they're only 0.8 of a mile from the Fleming Island High School campus. You can order online at MrChubby'sWings.com or call 904-272-WINGS. And while you're at it, let Mr. Chubby's cater your next event. Call 904-272-WINGS.
All of our games streamed on the video screens over there at Mr. Chubby's. Appreciate their support of the broadcast here. Fleming Island with a 7-point lead going into the final frame. And it is time for them to put the hammer down. Mandarin has been driving on Fleming Island, but the defense has done what they need to do, playing a bend but not break defense tonight. So we'll come out with 3 wide receivers. Jones will take the snap. He'll fake the handoff deep. Got a little bit of pressure. Swings out of it. That's a nice catch. Big hit, though. And Fleming Island will limit the damage right there. That is going to be a 1st down.
I mean, Jones has such a strong arm. He has just a clunky motion to get there, though. It's a total hole winding, up, down, head jarring throw. It gets where it's supposed to go, but that's why he can't pepper the ball to the sideline. It's either deep in the middle of the field or a laser to the sideline, and that's his only throws.
Kieran Jackson, the reception on that for 1st down. Ball sitting now at the just across the 45, 44. Quick pass over the middle. That's to the left side. That is caught. And that's sort of the passing that he's used to, those quick two-step drops and throw.
It's almost like he goes blind for a second, though. He has to jar his whole head and body to be able to hurl the ball that fast.
Yeah, it's sort of almost an earthquake that happens when he throws the ball. That was number 4, Dalton Anderson, the tight end with the reception. 3rd down and about 3. Ball sits at the 37.
Eagles rolling with a safety in the middle of the field. Looks like they're going to be well protected.
Here comes the pressure from the outside. Jones will step up. He's going to get a pass out, and they are not going to call that a fumble. They're going to call that an incompletion. It looks like his arm was moving forward on that, so he attempted to throw. Not sure if it got quite back to the line of scrimmage.
I think we're very happy he looked to the left and knocked to the right. My eyes were on that middle of the field safety, and there was somebody running wide open down the seam on the other side.
Now the down marker says 3rd. Are we going to have another 5th down here? I'm pretty sure that we've counted.
Is
it's
it 4th
down.
I thought it was 4th.
Well, the down marker is saying 3rd, and 3rd down it is.
Well, we can't be right about this twice.
5
No
wide
way.
receivers in for Mandarin on 3rd and maybe 4th down. We're not sure.
3rd down.
Take a snap. Nobody in the backfield. Pressure coming. He's going to get a quick throw. That's going to be a 1st down. At the 30-yard line is where they'll stop. It doesn't matter what the down marker says. It's now 1st down on that play.
Lewis over there on the tackle.
Lewis making the tackle for Fleming Island. And again, Mandarin just getting those little dinks and dunks right now to move down the field. It's pretty much what they need to do is stay underneath of Fleming Island. 5 wide receivers again. Empty backfield for Jones. To get a Fleming Island defender to jump, and that's exactly what they did. They're going to stop it. No, they're actually going to say false start. So Fleming Island, the beneficiary on the penalty there. The defender jumped into the neutral zone after the offensive lineman. False starts. Back him up 5. 1st and 15 now. Ball sitting at the 36. Correction, the 34-yard line.
Now, using Abram right in coverage is an interesting call. They've been doing it all game. I've always think of it more as a pass rusher.
Pressure coming from the outside. Big time throw. That's going to be tipped, and
That's what I was talking about. They came back to the exact same play in the middle of the field where they have that second wide receiver from the boundary run a seam route right up the top in the middle. Our safety had his eyes in the backfield looking at the wrong spot, and all of a sudden you have a very deep completion wide open.
the discipline on the eyes, that one played into Mandarin's hands, and that's a tendency of Fleming Island with that ability to get beat on the seams. But nonetheless, Jackson not quite tall enough to get that one, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Mustangs.
It's the same look again defensively. They might just do it a 3rd time.
Man in motion coming across. That's French coming across the formation. He adjusted and initially lined up off sides. And Jones will throw way past his receiver, trying to get to.
They did try to do the same play 3 times in a row.
Shorter result this time, but that's going to bring 3rd and long now for the Mustangs. And that's 2 opportunities that they had Fleming Island beat, and nothing comes of it.
Well, hey, man, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Either way you slice it. So 3rd and long here, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Mandarin. They're going to talk about this here. Well, through 3 quarters right now, David, what do we need to do to finish this one off?
Oh, prevent the big play. You can see it on the horizon that they're a stone's throw away from getting a big play here to tie the game up. As long as the defense can hold tight, play their brand of football and run out the rest of this clock, that's how the Golden Eagles are going to win.
Absolutely. And
hopefully no more points are scored.
A turnover or a stop would be worthwhile right here. Let's do a quick check around the district and take a look at that Bartram Creekside game. Has it gotten out of hand, David? Let's find out here on the scoreboard.
The Bartram Trail Creekside game is 52-27. Bartram Trail over the Creekside Knights.
Oh my goodness! Also, look coming on the scoreboard, Orange Park has taken command of their game against Ridgeview, 32-14. The Raiders winning that game.
All right, we have Episcopal down 24-42. Gainesville winning 27-18 over First Coast. Terry Parker winning 32-18 over the First Coast Buccaneers. University Christian takes on the Trinity Christian Conquerors. It's 7-13. Trinity's come back to take the lead late in the third quarter. And finally, Oakley versus Buchholz, 17-17.
Wow, the game is tied. That's very interesting in district play. Third down and 15 here for Mandarin out of the timeout. 5 wide receivers for the Mustangs. Jones will take the snap, drop back, pressure on the outside. He'll step up. Golden Eagles try to get him. He's going to throw that one to the outside. He's got a wide open receiver caught for the first down. Deshard Westcott, the running back, falls out of the formation and out of reach of the Fleming Island defense, and he makes a great reception to move the sticks.
That's great athletic ability and hip fluidity out of that quarterback. Able to pirouette, turn his entire body, point his shoulders at his target, and deliver a good pass. That was also a very good catch on the sideline.
Must have been doing a little bit of the Dak Prescott salsa dance to
the
warm up
hip
for that one. Yes,
Oh, wow.
all about the hips. They can get a first down here. Mandarin just outside the 10-yard line on that one. Call it about the 11. Here's the snap, pressure coming up. Mandarin gives, and that is going to be a Mandarin touchdown. And Westcott finishes the job. Deshard Westcott with the great catch to move the sticks, and then with the touchdown to finish it, and Mandarin's a point away from tying this back up.
Well, the big play, that's what we were talking about just before they got to it, but that was a great play by the quarterback, and he followed it up with a nice tough run up the middle. Game's not over. There's 9 minutes and 27 seconds left. So as long as you can come up with some big plays of your own, you can come back to answer. A big play here would be another blocked kick.
Logan Yadsdia on the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. So, with about 9.5 minutes left to go here in the ball game, a dandy on Pink Out Night. Mandarin 21, Fleming Island 21. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and get to more of this exciting action. You're watching Golden Eagle football live on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is a place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you.
We're back here at the Rock. Mandarin tying the ball game up, 21 apiece. Yadsdia will bring toe to leather. This time a little bit more conventional on his approach. But let's see if they provide a little trick here. They don't do it, they just kick the dribbler. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and Fleming Island will gladly take the procedure penalty on that one.
Oh, it's a huge play. Right there, it saves yourself some time, effort, and now you're going to have offensive control here, able to run your run plays, and hopefully hitting a play-action pass or two to try to be able to move down the field. I think that Sebastian's been tuned in a little bit after that last drive, and hopefully his decision-making continues to be excellent.
Gotten a little crisp outside all of a sudden. There's a little chill in the air.
Oh, I forgot it's fall.
Yes, it's October. We finally got the little bit of a nip in the air. It's a gorgeous night for football here at Friday Night Lights. Fleming Island will take over at the 35-yard line. And again, a lot of patience can be had here on this drive. It's not necessary to go after the whole thing.
It's apparently giant moth season.
It also is giant moth season. Here's the snap. Broughton gives to Singleton, who runs up the middle, finds a little bit of a running room in the traffic jam there, and then 4 yards later, they'll mark him down at the 35, and now we have a stoppage of play. Looks like a helmet came off. That's number 55, Anthony Paul, no relation. And his helmet will come off, and then they'll wind it back into play. 2nd down and 6. Trace Burney will come in right now, and number 72, Kevin Reyes, will jump off the field. Looks like they go to a little bit of a smaller set. Dakota Rowe lines up at tight end. Darian Dominic, the lone receiver to the right of the formation. Broughton will take the snap. He'll give to Singleton. Singleton finds another hole, and whoa, if it wasn't for a shoestring tackle, he would have left a little sooner. He's going to get knocked down at the 39-yard line. I'm sorry, 41-yard line. And that's a first down for the Golden Eagles. Sam Singleton, if you don't grab his ankles on that one, he's still running.
And this is why you have those other running backs take shifts during the game, so he can be still fresh late into this fourth quarter and able to make big runs like that.
Spot the ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Marching, just about 8.5 minutes to play. They'll stay in the pistol formation. 3 wide receivers. Dakota Rowe lining up tight end to the left.
No safety deep.
Nobody over the top. They're going to give to Singleton, who stutter steps, cuts around to the left side of the formation, finds the sideline. Uh-oh, here we go again, folks. Stutter step, he gets over the pylon. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night. And we got a flag on the field somewhere. They're going to blow this dead. Are they going to mark him out of bounds? I wonder. Dakota Rowe is pleading for something.
I think it's funny how they think that there's a challenge in high school football. They're like, oh, throw the flag. Come on, he made it in. It's like, we're the only replay they could possibly have. Are they going to come up here into the booth and say, hey, boss, we got to look real quick?
You mind if you wind that again? Yeah. So they are not going to give him the touchdown. They're going to mark him short at about the 2-yard line. Dakota Rowe looks like he was pleading for a jumbo set, and they're not going to get it. Broughton takes the snap. Singleton will go in and finish the job.
Ball. Fumble. That was a fumble.
No, they scored a touchdown. They said he crossed the plane to the goal line. Woo! Singleton, Superman dives.
Timmy Lawrence is
everything.
He's a combination of happy and mad. He's like, don't do that again, but awesome, great job.
I'm glad you scored, man, but could you do us all a favor and not do that again? Sam Singleton with another touchdown tonight. It's been the most productive evening.
The feeling you want to stay on Timmy Lawrence's good side.
It's probably a good idea for the USF commit. He's joining the Bulls for a reason. TJ Lawrence recently committing to South Florida. Sertivan will line up to kick the extra point.
Big one.
And that is no good. That's going to bounce right off the crossbar. And an arena ball, that's live, but not today, kids. So the score remains 27-21, and you hate to say it early, but that stings.
That's going to be a big one.
That stings.
That it makes you at least a little bit nervous.
Everything else so far so good. Sam Singleton runs in for yet another rushing touchdown and gives the Golden Eagles a lead with just under 8 minutes to play. Should be interesting
defensively.
to see.
You have to be able to sit there in man coverage and stick with your guys. I know that their athletes might be a slight bit more superior, but as long as you get pressure onto the ball and you stick a dude for a dude, you should be okay. They had too many times where they had somebody wide open in the seam, too many times where they crossed somebody's face and there was nobody there. So as long as you can have a way to stick in their hip pocket, that's how you can win here. Is your conditioning better than theirs?
Yes, and your eye discipline. Are you paying attention to what's going on around you?
Not letting somebody run right behind you.
No, definitely don't want to do that. Parker Sertivan will kick off here.
Seems like the Mustangs they haven't abandoned the run, but they're definitely going to lean more on the pass here in this last couple of drives.
And they have found something with the passing game too, so we'll see what happens here. With 8 minutes to go, Mandarin, it is to note, they do have 2 timeouts left. Sertivan's kick is up. They'll dribble that one, try to avoid the big return. Upman will catch it and trip and fall down about the 33-yard line. And that's where Mandarin will take over.
They have a track star back there and a future college football player back there. Let's not take any chances.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a yellow object of some sort that might be a flag. The officials are discussing. I can see it just about the 39-yard line, but apparently that is not a penalty flag whatsoever. So with that being said, Mandarin will take over with 3 wide receivers.
I think it's a mouthpiece.
It's not going to do you much good there. So Jones will stay in shotgun.
Oh, no safety deep.
Nobody in the backfield either. Here comes the blitz. Throw right over the middle. That's caught.
Quick pass over the middle.
Big stop, but a quick pass over the middle.
Well, they're going to do it. They're going to play man-to-man, mano-a-mano.
And that was
Are your guys better than our guys?
Willem Grego who makes the catch. And again, that is not a flag, but
You know what? I'll put my money where my mouth is. That's exactly what I said. So playing man-to-man and loading the box, getting pressure. This guy can't operate that well under pressure.
see who's got the power here. Jones rolling out of the pocket, getting away from that pressure, just dumps that into the Mandarin bench.
And everybody accounted for. 2 for 2, 1 for 1 across the board. After the play's over, the receivers are still stuck on like glue. Fantastic job by the secondary of the Golden Eagles.
Great patient defense, by the way, from the Golden Eagles. That brings up 3rd down and about 3.
We just had somebody run across the entire field.
A ball person run across that. That's the first time I've seen that.
32.
Jones takes a snap. They from the give. He's going to cross the sticks. Still on his feet. They didn't tackle him. And that looks like Weish doing more good work. He's been right when they've needed him. And yes, that was definitely a ball person who was trying to load up there. 1st down for Mandarin. They cross the 50 into plus territory on the Fleming Island 48. Three wide receivers.
A lot of hands on hips for the Eagles. They're looking pretty tired.
They've been slugging it out, that's for sure. Here's the snap. Jones will fake, throwing it deep, and he's got a man downfield. That's going to be right through his hands. Oh, goodness
You
gracious.
give that guy one more year, and he's going to make that catch. The young sophomore, 4-star recruit to the University of Florida, Alabama, or Florida State drops that pass. And Caleb Singleton was in stride with him, but didn't believe that the quarterback could throw the ball that far. All of a sudden, he sees that perfect spiral thrown through the air, and he gets a little bit nervous.
Yes, but luckily it falls harmlessly to the turf. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Jones gives it right away, and he is immediately hit, but then still running is Weish, who will cross another 10-yard gain there for Weish. Powerful running right there. The initial contact wasn't enough to stop him. Yeah, and the Golden Eagles are definitely...
You're right, BP. Those yards after contact are really starting to add up.
Yeah, that's something that the Golden Eagles are not able to keep up with. And again, like you were saying, Dave, the conditioning starting to play a factor. The 6.5 minutes.
Bobbleheads, they're starting to go from one side to another, a hand on a hip, a little bit quickly bent over. It's tough.
Takes a snap.
Oh, okay, you got to make
slide it away on that one. Jones will run out and not really get anything on the play.
In the backfield.
Yes, that was a great juke, but also even greater pressure that forced that issue. So they do give him 2 yards on that one. So 2nd down and 8. Ball sitting at the 36 of Fleming Island.
My question is, if you're that defensive end, what were you going for?
I'm not sure.
Because the back's going one way, the quarterback's going the other. You fell right in the middle.
4 wide, I'm sorry. 2nd and 8, throw it right over the middle. That's caught. That's going to be a touchdown for Mandarin. Nobody home as Kieran Jackson over the middle. They got him on the seam route. I had a feeling that was coming. Mandarin's tied the game with the extra point coming.
Now, we talked about him again in the pregame show. This guy is a straight line receiver. It makes no cuts, makes no faux pas about it. He's run the same seam route 3 or 4 times, and that's got him.
And eventually they're going to get him. So Mandarin with an opportunity to take the lead here off of Serdivan's missed extra point by Fleming Island. So Logan Yadzdia will attempt the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So our new score with 6 minutes and 13 to go here. Mandarin 28, Golden Eagles 27. Let's take a quick timeout and get ready for the rest of this one. Stay in your seats, folks. This is going to get entertaining. Live from the Rock, it's Fleming Island football on Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Are you looking for a place to get connected, find community support or purpose? If the answer is yes, River Christian Church is a place for you. In addition to Thursday night and Sunday morning services, RCC offers support groups, youth groups, and events for all ages. RCC is now moving to 3 services on Sunday mornings at 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Are you interested in learning more about RCC's mission, values, and beliefs? River Christian Church is located at 5900 U.S. Highway 17. Stop by, give them a call, or visit riverchristian.church and let them show you how they can be a blessing to you.
Back here at the Rock, Fleming Island has been in control. Hasn't been much in the way of lead changes per se across the two teams, but this is the first time that Mandarin has held a lead. 28-27, your score. Plenty of time on the clock, though, for the Golden Eagles, and all 3 timeouts, so this game not out of reach yet. If you're Fleming Island, you definitely need to get down here and score, and points in the end zone are going to make a difference. I don't think you want to even broach the subject of a field goal right now.
Now, their drives have been averaging around 6 minutes, so this is probably, it could be a game-winning drive here if you know how to really milk it.
Got to be wary of
taking too much.
Yes,
right?
Wary of taking too much time, and also wary of special team shenanigans. We've already seen that happen. No dice there. Right to an up back who's just going to take the line drive kick. And we've got a return going on.
Caleb.
That looks like it was Caleb Singleton again. He's been fielding a couple of kicks tonight. He gets across midfield. We'll go to the...
Excellent. That's how you got to do. That brings a spark to your offense right there. You're starting in opponent's territory.
48-yard line, they'll mark it. Caleb Singleton doing a great job of continuing to push the pile a little bit. First down and 10 for the Golden Eagle offense in a 1-point ball game with just about 6 minutes to go.
Going to roll out Dakota Rowe, Darian Dominic, Boykin, and Birdie.
Got your bigger set in there in terms of receivers.
Mustafa Marshall in at running back for the Golden
Mustafa
Eagles.
Marshall comes in at running back. No Singleton this time. Trying to maybe throw the changeup with a more powerful running back. Mustafa will get a carry. He plows through the middle, and just on cue, he gets 7 yards. Mustafa Marshall is built for that between the tackles style run.
A state champion powerlifter a year ago. Or part of the state championship winning team, rather.
Not as tall as Singleton, a little bit smaller, but definitely provides that strength that you're looking for. And great speed when he gets into the open field. He is difficult to catch when the wheels are turning. Second down, and we'll call it about 3. Just outside the 40-yard line. Broughton will take the snap, gives again to Marshall, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a half yard on that play.
Little
third and short.
Defensive trickeration there. Pre-snap, everybody shifted over to the right, and at the snap, everybody darted to the left. And Mustafa took the ball, thought he read it correctly, bounced it over, but ran right into the teeth of the defense.
That's where that eye discipline comes into play. Third down now, we'll call it about 4, maybe 5. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line of Mandarin. 3 wide receivers for Broughton. He's in the pistol with Marshall. Mandarin is desperately begging for a false start penalty, and then all of a sudden the official decides to throw a flag. The Mandarin defensive line jumped up emphatically and said that that was a penalty, and that's going to move it back to make it 3rd and 8. 3rd and 9, actually. Ball sitting on the 47. They'll go 2 by 2 in the pistol with Mustafa Marshall dotting it. Broughton takes the snap, passing all the way, rolls to his left, throws, got a man over the middle, and that is incomplete. Trace Burney had it come in and out of his hands, and there is no flag on the play. Burney got lit up on that play. He's slow to get back up.
Big hit by number 22, Braden Knox there. He came over and really decleated Burney in the middle of the field.
That's going to bring out Khan Jumani, who's going to try to play field position here, see if they can back Mandarin up
punt, number 13.
and let the defense do the job, try to get the ball back right about the 5-minute mark. Actually, the official time right now reads as 4:18. And
Back number 2 is going to be French.
French is deep. We apologize, the clock is not synced up here. And they're going to get a fake, and they're going to move it up the field. Jason, he's not going to get it.
4th and 9.
4th and 9, and the Golden Eagles roll the dice, and that gamble doesn't work. And Mandarin will get good field position. Fans here at the Rock not impressed with the call. Jace Edward, the big guy, you know, we like to see the guts on that one, but I'm not sure if he's the guy that you really wanted to run on a fake punt on 4th and 9.
That's tough.
Nonetheless, man.
That's tough for the boys. It takes a little wind out of their sails, too. We got to make sure this defense is ready to play, though. They look like they needed that rest. They got it, and they're fresh, ready to go. Let's try to get a 3 and out here.
Mandarin will come out with a man in motion. That's Jackson coming across the formation. Here's the snap. Jones will give. Weish will get it. Run across. He'll get maybe 3 or 4 yards on that. And they'll stop the clock.
Nice, they ran out of bounds.
No, I guess they're going to keep him in play there. This clock is still running.
Second down and 5.
Gain of 5.
The official put his hands over his head.
That's what I thought. I think Coach Springs is trying to get the official on the near side. Now they're going to run the clock for sure.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have ran until
Shouldn't
then.
have. No, that's.
It stopped outside of 3 minutes. It's supposed to stop when you go out of bounds and start again with the ready for play.
No, so Mandarin's going to sit here now. They're
going to milk it.
They've winded it again. So yes, they're going to go ahead and.
They got a free 25 seconds out of that.
Okay.
Not 25, but 20.
Second down and 5, 3 wide. Jones will take it, fakes to Weish, throws on the outside to Jackson. It's to the 40, to the 35. He's going to swing around to the 30-yard line. And now they're going to mark him inbounds, but of course stop the clock temporarily for first down. Abram Wright on the tackle, and my goodness. And Coach Springs is going to call timeout immediately.
This is it. This is your ball game here. You're going to call 3 timeouts. You're going to try to limit them to being this, and your offense has had some troubles with big plays, so you need as much time on the clock as possible.
Official time reads as 3 minutes, 18 seconds. That's the Golden Eagles' first charge timeout of this half. They'll have 2 remaining. Ball will sit right now at the 30-yard line, and it's crunch time.
And you wonder what kind of speech the defensive coordinator is going to give him right here. Just see what kind of spark that Sean Calsis can give him. Seems like he's talking to every player there on the sideline.
No, definitely coaching everybody up for sure. And this is make or break. If you can get a stop here, you'll still have some time on the clock to get down and maybe get a game-winning field goal. 1st and 10 from the 30. French will come in motion across the formation. Jones will take the snap, pressure in the backfield, and Weiss is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit. Weiss tried to make a cut, slipped and fell.
Nice to see Walker Whitten there contributing in a situation where he has to be the guy. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball right at you. Your job is to stop this.
3 minutes and counting here. 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Mandarin lines up and trips. Pressure coming. Fleming Island shows blitz.
Good not to jump.
Patience on that one. Mandarin will continue to run the clock in a 1-point game.
Mandarin tried for a cheap one, didn't get it.
Here's the snap. Weiss will come to the outside. He'll miss a tackle. That's going to be a first down and more. And he's going to scamper, stays inbounds another yard or 2 more, out of bounds.
Joel Robinson blows an assignment there. He's supposed to be the blitzer on the outside and have contain. He thought he saw something to the inside in case it was a throw. But in that situation, more than likely they're going to run, and you allowed an outside lane with nobody else around. If you blitz in here and you shoot gaps, you really struggle with over-the-top scraping. And if you let somebody through, you're done.
First and goal for the Mustangs. 2:22 left to go in the ball game. Ball sitting at the 6. They moved but didn't. So good jump back there for the Golden Eagles not to give up the penalty.
You can't take that step.
Mandarin will shift. And now we'll have a stoppage here, and we'll take a timeout here. Mandarin will take their second timeout here, again with 2:22 left to go. This is a chess match right now, David.
Oh, heart's already racing, BP. I don't know what's going on here. They need this stop. If they hold them to a field goal, then they need a touchdown. Something big has to happen here for the Golden Eagles. If they can't get a stop here, then this one's most likely over.
Yeah, it's important that they get this stop and lock this down, try to get the ball back and get downfield. They do have a monumental task ahead of them right now. But, see, here's the scenario. You're in a 1-point game. Touchdown and an extra point only makes it 8, so you're still within that 1-possession margin. The only downfall would be if Mandarin decides to go for 2 to make it 9. So you are playing math and playing percentages here. So in either case, it's important for Fleming Island to get the stop. And make sure they do so with time on the clock.
Oh, that's another huge factor is the 2:23 left on the clock here. They can run this thing inside of a minute.
Mandarin can only stop the clock once more. Fleming Island has 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take the snap. Jones fakes it, rolls to his left. He's looking to throw, and then they're going to force him out of bounds, which will stop the clock. Great pursuit by Fleming Island and great play.
Clock.
And the clock operator was not paying attention on that one. That should have stopped immediately, and I'm not sure if the officials are going to notice the reset.
2:15.
Coach Springs is lobbying for something here, and I think he's seeing the same thing. It's going to bring up second and goal.
There we go. 2:19's been put on the clock.
There we go. They've adjusted the clock. Jones will give. Weiss is going to come out. He'll get tackled.
Instantly, I assume.
Coach Springs is watching the time right now.
Do they have any timeouts remaining?
They do. They should have 2. They took one earlier in the drive. Third and goal right now. The ball sitting at about the 9.
Coach, what are you doing? You can't get the time back. Anything can happen on this play, but you're not going to get the time back.
And Mandarin will be content to sit here and run as much as they possibly can.
Of course they will.
It's third down. Eagles wiggle a little bit, but don't break. Mandarin will continue to run the clock. 1:30.
Coach.
I would have taken.
It's too late now, but like.
Yeah, I would have definitely taken the timeout. Man in motion. Mandarin will get the snap, roll to his left, and he's going to get. He'll just wisely get down, and now Coach Springs jumps out and calls timeout with 1:17 to go.
But now it's 4th down. Like, you still have a timeout.
Abram Wright also over there.
Time on the field, timeout, Fleming out.
Creating pressure.
So now the official is saying that is their final charge timeout. So now we're up to date with what the scorebook says.
All right.
So that's definitely why Coach Springs was hanging on to it. We thought that he had another timeout left. So no timeouts left for the Golden Eagles. Mandarin should probably have 1 left, but they will not likely use it unless they have to. So with 1:17 left to go officially, 4th down. Mandarin cannot get a first down. They would have to score. Okay, we get a correction from the official. They do have 1 timeout left. So now it goes back to what you were saying earlier about Coach Springs' decision to not take the timeout sooner.
1:17, it would have been 1:37.
They could have basically banked 20 seconds on the clock on that instance. Well, nonetheless, but then again, I can see why, because they got to stop here. It's 4th down. The clock has stopped. Mandarin has to get a score of some kind. Either way, Fleming Island will get the ball back at some point.
Here's the offense is coming out here.
You want to try to get them to stop right here if you're Fleming Island. No points on the board. You get the ball back. You got a timeout in your pocket. 4th down and goal. It's a big play. Crowd trying to get into it here at the Rock. Here's the snap. Jones in an empty backfield, throws it underneath. That's going to be caught, and they're going to tackle him. That's going to do. That's a flag on the play.
I wonder what that's for.
Looks like a flag on the play.
Flag on the sideline here.
Mandarin players, of course, pointing in the direction of the Golden Eagles.
Trying to see any reaction of the players.
If the play stands, it's first down, Golden Eagles. If not,
oh, big reaction by the Fleming Island guys. It looks, or by the Mandarin guys. It looks like it's going to be on Fleming Island. This is a huge call.
The down marker says first. The question is, who's it?
During the run, face mask, defense.
Oh,
You have the distance from the goal.
what a killer. That'll be the ball game.
That's going to do it.
Golden Eagles are
First down and goal.
face mask penalty.
They had the drive ended and the ball back.
To the goal line. It'll
And
be
now
automatic first down
Mandarin can
for-
continue to run the clock.
No. Sorry. Fourth down. Fourth down.
It would be first down.
Yeah, the face mask is going to be first down regardless. So the down marker is incorrect.
The crowd might not be aware that this is.
Yeah, Fleming Island is not sure what's going on here, but I'm surprised Mandarin's just not in victory, but they're going to try to run a little wildcat here, and they're going to try to get that ball across the goal line, and they're going to spot him
He did not get
down.
in. The Golden Eagles stopped him.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
I'm so confused.
I'm a little confused here.
So maybe the face mask. Is there a 5-yard? There's a 5-yard face mask in high school.
I believe, now, he did say half the distance, but he did not award a first down. So we'd have to check on the rules on this one. Normally, those of us who've watched football, we hear the word face mask.
Followed by automatic
First down. That is not the case. Fleming Island turns the ball over on their one with 1:03 to go and a timeout. Holy cow, hold on to your hats. We're not finished yet.
Not over yet. So you're telling me there's a chance. 99 yards and a chance.
And Sam Singleton is on the field. He is in his end zone right now. The game is not over.
It'd be a really cool episode on the show if he got this.
High snap, Broughton in his end zone, can't run out, steps up, throws. That is complete. They're going to say he completed the pass. They're going to run up.
He came millimeters away from stepping out of the back of the end zone.
He was very short. They'll clock it and bring up third down. Stops the clock with 49 seconds left.
Good job by Sebastian rallying the troops there.
Good job to get him up to the line of scrimmage. Saves the timeout. It's 3rd and 1. Got to move the sticks. I would imagine they're going to probably set up a short throw here, maybe something to get the first down, get to the boundary, and stop the clock. Broughton gets the play in, and they've got to hurry. Don't want to get a delay of game here. Broughton takes the snap. They're going to throw it on 3rd down. Broughton's going to step up. He's going to get outside. He's not going to get the first down, but he stops the clock.
In some form or fashion, you have to get Sam the ball soon.
39 seconds, and it is now 4th down and about 4 yards to go. The ball is sitting right about the 12-yard line.
I'm pretty sure everybody in the stadium wants Sam to get the ball here.
This is 4th down and ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Turn the ball over here. It's lights out in a 1-point game. Sam Singleton in the backfield in the pistol. They've got 4 wide receivers. Broughton will take the snap. Looking, he's going to throw the ball. He's trying to throw a home run. He's got a receiver, but that ball is going to be caught! He's going to catch it!
Bernie, let's go!
Trace Burney, the freshman, with 29 seconds left to go.
On the ball, fellas, on the ball. Move it, get on the ball. Hurry up, get on the ball.
The sticks will move. Broughton gets the play.
Need a play.
Ball sitting at the 37-yard line.
Need a play. Come on, need a play.
Clock stops. They said Burney got out of bounds. 29 seconds on the clock.
Rolling.
Pistol formation, 4 wide receivers. Broughton gets the snap, steps.
Throw it again.
He's going to
Do
throw it again. He's got a receiver. That's going to be a penalty. Oh, they end up Fleming. Touchdown!
It's a touchdown!
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 Sebastian Broughton with the throw of his life. They're going to get a flag for pass interference, maybe celebration
I
or
think it's celebration.
unsportsmanlike.
I think somebody said something stupid, but it's okay.
Sebastian Broughton just
All right,
threw
okay, back to
a
business.
dime.
Back to business. Are you going for 2?
21 seconds
You're going
to go.
for 2, right? You're going for 2.
33 to 28.
Well, ball game, guys. What a ball game.
Parker Sertovan is on for the extra point.
I don't agree with this. I think you should go for it.
Trace Burney got targeted twice and made 2 tremendous catches. The second one under contact. Fleming Island is now going to take a timeout to discuss the situation, which I don't blame them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have just by chance tuned into this game live here on Florida Sports Broadcasting, there are 21 seconds left in this game. Fleming Island was down 28 to 27 with their ball on the 1-yard line. Sebastian Broughton on 4th down threw a tremendous play and scored a touchdown, set up earlier by a great throw to Trace Burney. So 2 Herculean efforts by the sophomore quarterback. We had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was assessed against Mandarin. Sebastian Broughton, ladies and gentlemen, is on the field. The Golden Eagles are going to try for 2. And they need it because in the event Mandarin manages to march downfield and score, it would only tie it
This
or
is a
force
really
them
good
to go
call
for
here.
2.
Really good call here. There's no reason for you not to.
There's a Christmas in the air, but the action on the field is quite warm. Sebastian Broughton.
Oh, here comes trick play.
Screaming Eagle trick play for 2.
2 people moving at the same time.
Yeah, they're going to call a shift penalty on that.
Yeah, you got to set. You can't just, you were moving forward. Like, if you're motioning, you can't motion forward.
So they've called an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and I wonder if it has something to do with Sebastian Broughton's motion before the snap of the ball. I wonder if there was something about that he couldn't have done.
Now, if we could get Jack on the sideline to hear this conversation.
I'm interested to. Well, nonetheless, that forces the issue of a single point here. So they're going to march this off 15 yards. Well, they should have marched it off 15 yards, but Parker Sertovan is going to come out.
Can he make this? If you march it back 15, can he make it?
I think the crowd is yelling, go for 2. They want them to just line up and go for 2. They're not.
It's 5 points now. That makes the other team have to kick an extra point. I don't agree with that. I think you should also still go for 2. There's no real reason to.
No.
They've been making all of their extra points all night, so there's no reason to think they'd miss one.
Well, there's a conversation going on right now with the officiating crew. Coach Springs, I think he's just going to listen to the crowd on this one and roll the dice.
Yeah, that unsportsmanlike penalty definitely strangely called there. I don't understand what's unsportsmanlike about a very cheeky, chalked up 2-point conversion.
And we've seen them do that.
I think
that was very Andy Reid in its design when you think about it.
All right.
You know
every half-decent play call. Oh, very Andy Reid in
It's very Andy Reid by design.
Anytime anything looks a little bit weird, oh, Andy Reid has his fingerprints all over this football
Somebody
team.
was watching Monday Night Football this week.
Well, good game. It was definitely a good game.
That was a good game. Not according to Janet, but
hey, not as good as this game.
Janet didn't like the result. I loved it. Okay, now they're going to march off 50. Okay, so finally we've gotten the geometry and the calculus completed here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned into this game, first
you
off,
got to carry the 2 and subtract
remainder 6 or something. I don't know. If you just tuned into this game live on FSB, FloridaSportsBroadcasting.com, or on YouTube Live, you've missed a dandy. It's been one heck of a game, and it's got a good finish coming too. We're not done. Broughton's going to take it. This is
he's open too.
A 2-point play on the fade pattern, and he dropped a dime.
He caught it.
He dropped a dime. Give him the deuce.
All season long, we've been calling for Darian Dominic to lead this team as a senior, to be a dominant threat as a vertical, giant wide receiver, and he comes up with not 1, not 2, 3 big plays in the second half, and 2 especially on that last drive.
My hat goes off, and the kick team quickly runs out onto the field. They're getting set. No more penalties. 35-28.
Sebastian is amped. On the sideline, pumped to the max.
We've got to finish, though. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, there are still
there's 21 seconds
still
left.
21 seconds.
The coaches have left the skybox. Like, everybody, this is a trap moment here. Let's finish this out.
The scoring drive, by my count, went 7 plays total, 99 yards for the Sebastian Broughton touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion is good. 21 ticks of the clock. Nary a timeout to be had. It is past 10 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Is that a student section storming the field?
The student section is up to no
down.
good.
The student section is
down
onto the corner of the field.
Up to no good. Serdivan's going to send this one to the St. Johns River, and then it's going to get returned. You got to get a kick. Stop right here. Get a hand on him. Great tackle. He's going to cross the 30 down to about the 32-yard line.
Right. That is the most desirable result. You took time off the clock with it. You got him to the turf.
15 seconds.
All right, they've been throwing the ball to that number 9 the entire time. Number 9, Kieran Jackson, he's been getting the ball and getting the ball a lot. Down the field, running straight line with vertical burst. Don't let him get the ball.
Darian Dominic is on defense. He's going to play prevent.
I would put Caleb Singleton on him, man. I wouldn't even mess around with him getting the ball at all.
Fleming Island is going to go with a 3-man rush. They're going to go into
cover number 9.
Double prevent in quarters.
Cover number 9.
Everybody with a pair of hands that can catch a football is on the field for the Golden Eagles. Jones is going to roll out of the pocket. He's going to throw this underneath. That's going to get caught, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. That was Abram Wright on the stop. 6 seconds left to go. The clock operator was not paying attention. That should have stopped. He was pushed out of bounds. It looks like there should be about 6 seconds on the clock.
You got the second straight game at the Rock where the clock operator's been an issue.
They're going to give him 10 seconds.
That was pretty generous.
Fans don't like that a bit, but nonetheless, 10 seconds on the clock.
I haven't sat in my seat in like 10 minutes.
Okay, Mandarin did have a timeout left. That should be the end of the timeouts at last. 35-28, 10 seconds on the clock. Mandarin has the ball on the Fleming Island 49. It is 1st and 10. What do you do in this situation, Dave, with 10 seconds on the clock?
Well, you allow your best players to do what they're good at. And Abram Wright and Jace Edwards are 2 great pass rushers. Both sides of the field, let them go. Both sides of the tackles, let them go get them. And oppositely, you have a very good cover corner and 1 wide receiver that's been torching you all game. Cover that guy. Number 9, the second from the slot, down to the bottom of your screen.
Fleming Island backs up and prevent. They will rush 3, or rush 2 actually, with the man covering on the outside. 10 seconds. Jones takes the snap, avoids the pressure, steps up into the pocket. He's going to roll. Time is going to expire, and the Golden Eagles.
Edwards.
The Golden Eagles are going to end this one on an emphatic note. Your final score, 35-28.
Big win. And the band is out on the field. Just kidding, it's the students, but let's
and,
go!
And the students are out.
And a wave of pink goes over the rock.
David Wells, your final thoughts.
What a ball game. This is why we do Friday nights, right?
My heart rate is not allowed to exceed a certain speed limit. Tonight we were tapping the edge.
Oh, man, this is fantastic. A great effort from the defense. They had their occasional hiccups, but really came together strong there at the end, especially with that goal line stand on 4th down at the 1-yard line. And then the poise of Sebastian Broughton to be able to deliver on that game-winning drive. I don't think they ran the ball once, except for an unplanned scramble. But he was able to deliver 2 strikes down the field, 1 for a 2-point conversion as well. That was fantastic. And there's nothing to be said. Darian Dominic, he's here. He finally arrived.
Finally made an impact in a game when it was absolutely necessary. Fleming Island snaps a 2-game losing streak. Unfortunately, it's not in district play, but for the heart and soul of this team and the fans and the students who rushed out tonight, and what a showing. These guys have a monumental task next week against a Creekside team who is now reeling. Bartram beat the pants off of them. With that being said, David Wells, Brian Paul, Ray Canaveri on the camera tonight. Thank you for pitching relief for us. Janet Canaveri helping with the scoreboard tonight. Jack Burnett, our social media runner. We thank you for watching this broadcast of Florida Sports Broadcasting. Join us next week here at The Rock as Fleming Island resumes district play against Creekside. Good night, everybody.